Welcome, fellow fools. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Zeke?
Wait, hold on.
Hello!
There.
Hi!
Oh, sorry.
Zeke, are you gonna do your thing? You're gonna...
Yep. Welcome to Fools and Flagons. Cheers!
Sláinte!
Stop. Why?
I drank all my drink already. This isn't fair. I didn't know we were doing this.
Fake it!
Ah! This is the D&D live stream where I, Zeke Whiteside, the DM, take a bunch of our new D&D players through a campaign as they create chaos, kill people, and try not to die. So, I believe we have announcements, Ian?
Yep. As usual, thank you to rollforfantasy.com, tabletopaudio.com, and incomtech.com, who we're using their music for. It's awesome. You should go check them out. Support them if you can. Another quick reminder, we will have chat up if there's any issues with the stream itself, but we will not be replying to the chat so that we don't take ourselves out of the story and interrupt whatever's going on. And lastly, since we are doing this as a hobby and we don't have a set schedule, people have jobs and lives, we do play every weekend, but the day and time will change. So follow us on social media, Twitter and Instagram, and you'll get all the updates that you need to make sure that you are watching us be idiots live instead of having to catch up later. And apart from that, let's do it.
All right. So, a little bit of recap. As you know, you all met in strange circumstances along the road to a town called Nightstone. As you met each other along the road, you found out a little bit about each other, but you're a little more than acquaintances at this point. After arriving at the town of Nightstone, you found it infested with a goblin horde and quickly dispatched as many goblins as you could, and then found the town was soon invaded by a group of bandits working for the I forgot the name. Hold on a second. The Black Conclave, and they took over the town and then helped you defend it from a group of orcs. After that, you were hired by the group of bandits to explore a nearby cave network and rescue the villagers so that the group could set up a base and have a cover for why they were in Nightstone. Upon discovering the cave, you found it once again infested with more goblins, a few ogres, and some giant rats. You cleared out the cave and were on your way to rescue the villagers when all of a sudden there was a dagger thrown at Zorkon, one of your new party members. And that's where we'll pick up. So, first off, Zorkon, what is your AC again?
What is my AC again? AC. Oh, 16. Sorry.
16. That does not hit. That's a 2.
That cliffhanger missed.
I've been waiting all week to see him get stabbed.
Oh man, it's too bad. Too bad. My skin anymore.
As you're walking through the dark toward where you were told the villagers were being kept, I'll move your players into position. You are assaulted by a knife, but thankfully, as it whistles through the air, it ding off of your helmet and just flies off into a puddle. And but directly after this, you hear a gruff booming voice yell out from the darkness, "No more! Not a single more villager will be taken! I'll bash every one of your heads in!" As you see from the darkness, a kind of grimy, gruff looking dwarf run into your view. As he runs in, you see both hands are occupied by as big as rocks as he could palm, and he's running toward you. He stops short, not expecting to see something other than goblin or ogre, and he kind of tilts his head for a second and goes, "Telegrain? Is that you?" as he's looking at Zorkon.
Maybe. It might be me. Wait a minute. That voice sounds oddly familiar. Father?
Wait a minute, you're too young to be Thelagrain. I know you. You're Zorkon! I do. Wait, where are the goblins?
We might have dealt with them all.
Oh,
Are you guys dealing with any more in here?
no, thank the gods you're here, my boy. As he observes you even further, he kind of tilts his head again and is like, wait a minute. Is that my helmet?
Sure. I take it off and hand it to him for a second.
He like takes the helmet and is like, yeah, that's mine. Did you break into my tavern?
I was given it to by her.
As he looks over and sees the pink-colored tiefling. You broke into my tavern, didn't you?
No.
That's a strong term for the door was wide open.
To
We just
be
walked
fair, there was a boulder through the roof, and we just kind of walked in through the hole.
Well, that's unfortunate, and gonna need a lot of patchwork. Well, anyway, thank you all for taking care of the goblins. I assume Lady Nadar sent you?
Wasn't her name Keela?
Keela? The traveling monk woman?
I found her under a bed.
Well, that's Keela was one of my was one of the few people staying at the inn when the giants attacked. I assume she perished. It's good to hear that she's not dead.
She was hiding under a bed.
That's good. Well, if you're sure there's nothing else in this cave, then we can get the rest of the villagers out.
Well, now hold on. There's still a few caves we haven't checked yet.
Well, if you would be so kind as to check them, I'll get the villagers ready to move and tell them the good news.
Oh, here we go. Borg will turn and start walking to the cave down to the south.
Okay. Are the rest of you following?
Pretty
I'll
sure we
follow.
can, let's see. I'm pretty sure we can corral him out while Boar stands in the middle of the. Boar stands in the middle of the.
Or can be good door.
All right. So Borg goes to stand in the passageway, just keeping watch right now.
Yes. He's going down to this one here, and
Okay.
He'll listen and look down and see if he can see or hear anything.
Okay. Roll just a perception check.
Kelpie is still technically a wolf. Beat it up.
Oh, that's right.
Forgot
let's
about
see.
that.
Perception.
Oh.
That's a 6.
A 6.
It's a 6.
You hear what seems like the sound of rushing water, almost like a small waterfall. But other than that, you don't hear anything.
I will pull my glaive out and hold an action in case anything comes stomping by.
Okay, so as Morak goes back into the cave, are you following with him to see where the villagers are? The rest of the party?
Sure.
All right. So as you enter, you see a large cavernous room just filled to the brim with villagers and the few injured guards that you see. You see over in one corner there are a bunch of injured guards, weapons stripped of them, armor in pieces, just really badly wounded from being attacked by goblins and trying to protect the rest of the villagers. And you see a strange assortment of what seem to be about 4 groups of people, almost like they're huddled in. Well, sorry, 6 groups of people huddled in almost what looked to be like families. Most of them are different types of humans, but there are a few halflings and Kelpie. You notice this first. You see some familiar features of 2 tieflings among the taken villagers. As Zorkon walks in, is like, "All right, everybody. It seems we have our rescuers. Let's get ready to move out." And he sort of bustles around the villagers, kind of helping the guards up and getting other people to help them get out of the cave system. As they so y'all are just escorting the villagers out of the cave and not exploring the other passage.
That's fine. You get out of here. Get the villagers back.
I'm just asking what y'all are doing.
We can get them out first, and then we can explore this other entrance here.
Okay. So, for this, we don't really need. I'm not moving all those people. So
just cover it back up with black. We don't. We're
So, as you all lead the people out of the cave, and Boar is still standing guard, the rest of you who exit the cave with the people, Boar, so let me ask you this: are you following after, or are you staying at the cave to wait for your friends?
I will stay inside and wait until they come back and tell me otherwise.
All right. So you all exit the cave, and Morak says, "Well, I don't quite trust the wilderness after this. We'll stay here at the mouth of the cave until you get done with your business in there. And then I'll ask that you escort the villagers back. I don't trust myself alone to protect them."
That's fine.
All right. Well, please hurry. I would like to get these people back to their homes.
I guess, is everybody cool with going back in and just taking a quick peek and seeing what's in there and then getting out of here?
I don't mind exploring. Whatever we could find is whatever can help us.
We will stay.
Wolf.
I guess we'll go and we'll go join board and just take a quick peek in there before we head out.
Okay, so as
Boris just kind of
so you all
humming, more ears, more money, more ears, more money.
So you all go back into the cave and find Boar still standing guard, but the situation is, as of now, unchanged. So you can go further down the cave if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Boar will leave.
Okay. So, as you're traveling down this area, as you're traveling down, it's about 15 feet wide when it comes out into another smaller cavern. The ceiling about the ceiling about 20 feet high, and 2 more passages going off to the sides. There is a strange looking stalactite stalagmites rising up from the middle of this floor. It's particularly tall, about 10 feet, and it's riddled with these holes in it that just that seem to burrow down into the stalagmite itself. And lying at the base of the stalagmite are 2 goblin scimitars that seem to be badly corroded.
So nothing's been in here for a while. Especially if they're correct.
That rock looks kind of funny.
Yeah.
Something might be at the... Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Something might be in the middle of that thing. Goblins wouldn't do that for no reason.
Can I pick up a rock and...
Like, just throw it at the stalagmite?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say... Yeah, you pick up a rock and you just chuck it at it, and it just dinks off. Nothing happens. Just boom.
I'll go in.
You guys.
You go into the cavern.
I'll go in and I'll go off to the left side, see what's there.
All right. So as you go off to the left,
Sorry, the
you
right side. Sorry.
the right. Oh, the right side.
Boar's left, our right.
Hold on. Right here.
Other side.
Other side. Okay. Are you doing this? Is everyone following, or is everyone else staying like back here?
I'll
I'm
follow
staying
him.
put.
Yeah, I'll follow
I
him
will-
somewhat loosely.
I will follow, but stay toward the middle, near the stalagmite.
Okay. Kelpie.
Wolf.
All right.
Just are you staying with Jaw? Or are you going with the rest?
One bark means yes, two barks means no. Three barks
touch
means
them.
boar, you're an idiot.
Bark, bark, bark. Shit.
Okay, I'll assume she's staying with Jaw. All right. So as you walk down the tunnel, and this one, it keeps going. Let me move your characters real quick. The Jaw is here. Kelpie in wolf form is here. The Wiser's here, and you are here. All right. As you keep walking down, you come across another hollowed out cavern, and there is a pool of water with a fairly good sized waterfall rushing down into it from an underground stream. And you recall this seems to be the water source that the goblins were cut off from that Hark tried to get you to clear out.
Oh.
And at this point, Ja and Kelpie, I need you to make perception checks.
Let me.
You mean wolf, 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 wolf.
Woof, woof,
Bark, bark,
woof,
bark, bark,
woof,
woof,
woof.
woof.
Well, it's
7.
weird because I'm not on the page. I had to export it. I don't.
Somebody tinkling.
First.
I forgot to turn on the music, my bad. All right.
7.
Both of you got 7?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
All right.
That's just 7.
As you're standing there, are you looking directly at the stalagmite? Or where are you looking? Are you just looking after them, or what?
I'm
Ja.
looking after them.
Okay, you're looking after them. So as you're looking to see where they went, you hear a strange sound. You hear this. As you look back just in time to see a large pseudopod of black color whip across your vision as it makes an attack. Are you currently using your shield?
Sure.
All right. So that is. Let's see here.
You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not using my
You're
shield.
not. Okay, that is a 18 to hit.
Hit.
All right, and that is. Let's see here. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about the goo monster.
Can I typing this? He's like,
Same, man. I never even heard of it till now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about it too. We're so
I
good.
did not.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9.
And oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Don't hurt my dragon man.
Zip up.
I will kill you.
No, that did not look good.
That looked like that is way too much math going on.
Oh no.
22 points of acid damage.
I'm
Jesus.
down.
What
All
the
right.
fuck?
What?
I think we need a GTFO.
Hold on, please. I can't do this in a PDF. Give me a couple seconds. I need to know how many death saving throws that took me down.
It's all right.
Characters.
Well, if it's not double your total hit points, then you don't take any death saving penalties.
Okay. Copy. Yes, I am sure I want to copy this character because he's probably going to die.
Cheers.
This is what you
Anyway.
guys get for
Fuck
splitting
is
the
that?
party.
Lower
It
you back
is
down,
the goo.
confirm.
Oh, it's so gross looking.
What's
Your
gross
character
looking?
sheet. Oh,
Oh.
very gross.
Let me get nice and close on that for the stream. Look at that.
And Kelpie, as it whips out and just takes Jaw down, you see it coming out of the stalagmite from the holes.
Knew
Alright,
something
so you
was next.
said
Awoo!
20 acid plus 10 bludgeoning?
22 bludgeoning.
Plus, I think it was 9 bludgeoning. 22 acid and 9 bludgeoning.
22
right.
acid and 9 bludgeoning. That's what, 31?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let me...
Jesus.
Yeah.
If I'm reading that right, Jaw's dead?
What?
No.
My HP is 19 total.
You're 19, so that's 30...
How's your HP 19 if you're level 3?
38?
Sure.
38 is your double, and you took 30,
I took 30.
31.
31. So no, you don't take any death saving penalties.
Okay.
It didn't double it.
Okay.
So
okay,
you only
yeah,
you,
D&D
you
math.
lose
Okay.
you lose 2 death saving throws if it doubles.
Okay.
If
Well-
it's double your health.
Okay.
So no, you're just down right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fuck you, dude.
Do I need to roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it for the order.
Oh, fan-freaking-tastic, a natural 20.
You're fucking dead!
He's gonna get scrub on the ground before we do anything!
No, that just means he gets to make a death save before anything else happens.
Okay.
Fuck.
It's fine.
Really, sir?
Ja, you do still add your initiative to that 20.
Yeah.
Wait, your initiative?
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's your initiative again?
Next year, armor class. On the PDF.
Oh. Wait, you add that to your roll?
When you
you make an
says
initiative
roll
roll.
initiative, yeah, you roll that. You add that
Oh,
to your
one sec.
d20.
Sorry, 1 second. My apologies.
You're fine.
We're all learning. We all suck.
Got a nat
And
1
I'm
on the
dead.
initiative.
I rolled
Yeah,
a 2.
Add
my
your
God.
initiative anyways. It's okay. At least you'll
I
be
did. I got a
fine.
4.
You rolled a natural 1 and you're still ahead of me. I don't fucking hear it.
That's funny.
Okay. Zutrath, are you still there? I need you to roll. I need you to roll initiative as well.
Hey.
I didn't expect something to get pulling off the camera. I was like a magic show.
I've been here all along.
Yeah. Open sesame.
That would be 19 initiative.
19. All right. So Zorkon, you're first.
Does John? He doesn't do any death savings or anything like that.
It's. Oh yeah. So yeah, Ja, go ahead and make your first death saving throw.
You want to explain to the audience how this works?
All right. So if this is your first, if you're not that familiar with D&D, when a character goes down, they have to make what's called death saving throws. If they get above a 10, if they get a 10 or above, they succeed a death saving throw. If they get a 9 or below, they fail it. Now, you need 3 death saving throw succeeds to get back up and stay alive. But if you fail 3 times, your character dies forever.
I thought it was one success stabilized you, and you were
No, it's 3 successes stabilizes you.
Oh.
God.
3 one way or 3 the other.
Just that doesn't look good.
2.
All right. That's your first fail.
No.
Zorkon, what do you want to do?
So we've heard a lizard hit the ground hard with.
You've heard strange sounds. A body hit the ground and a wolf howling.
I'm gonna run around the corner with my axe in hand.
All right. And you see the monster finishing coming out of the stalagmite.
Okay. Can I actually attack it?
Go for it.
Oh, yeah, that works. 1 second, I'm gonna pull up my not PDF. I'm gonna run around the corner. I'm gonna use my maul.
Okay. Go for it.
Plus 7. 15.
15 will hit.
Okay, cool.
Roll your damage.
And to you, I actually need my D6 real quick. Sorry.
In the meantime, back into dark.
Okay.
Away I go.
Okay, well that's at least a good start. 11 plus 5 is 7. Wow, my math's great today. It's 16. This is a long week for me. So, 16 damage.
All right. Give me 1 second. Check something. So keep that number because I need to check something real quick.
Oh, no, you're good. I will find it on the Mega Dice. Oop, there we go.
So what was it?
16.
16? Okay. Okay, and you take 1 point of acid damage, and as you into the goo, it seems to like split almost. It's still you can feel the impact, like you made contact, but it seems to split almost and almost sort of try to form around your maul as you pull it back out, and you notice that there are now pot marks, and your maul is kind of sizzling. Your weapon has a -1 to damage rolls.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. It is the ooze's turn.
Ooh.
So it's going to make a strike at Zorkon. Does a 7 does not hit, right?
Definitely not.
Okay, 7 does not hit. Kelpie, you're up.
Has it been 2 hours?
It is not. Since you
Shit.
changed?
Bonus action to get out of my wolf form.
Okay. You're back to a tiefling?
Yeah. Kelpie's fucking pissed.
Oh.
She's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I'm angry.
Josh.
Heal.
Yeah. This is her dragon, man. You can't fuck with her dragon.
All right.
D8. Are you a D8? You're a D8. Now get out of the way. 5 points of healing.
5 points. Okay, Ja, as the last thing you saw was just this black blur come across your vision, and then you knew you knew no more. You suddenly come back to consciousness as you see Kelpie standing over you. Once again, a tiefling healing you, and this black ooze out of the corner of your vision that Zorkon is currently standing off against. Is that your entire turn, Kelpie? That's your bonus and your action.
That was my bonus and my action. And I can't hold a reaction.
No, well, the thing about reaction is you don't have to hold it. It just happens if you get hit or whatever other thing happens. As long as you have the correct qualifier, you can just use it whenever when it's not your turn.
Okay. Hold on.
We need fire. We need spells.
Okay. If she's gonna hold I don't know, just a reaction of hellish rebuke if it comes towards her or Ja. So that's just on the table.
All right. Wait, so you're readying what?
Hellish rebuke.
Okay, so just a note. The way hellish rebuke works is it only works if something attacks you and does damage to you, and then you can use hellish rebuke on it.
Right. So, so it has to be me physically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you don't have to ready it. It can be an automatic thing when you.
No. Right. I don't think I can hold anything else.
Yeah, I think the only thing you have left is movement. So, I think that's it.
Kelpie's just gonna be like, guys, do we really want to fight this?
All right.
No.
Eluin, you're up.
I am going to make my movement and go in front of Ja, so no more hits to him.
Okay. He gets an attack of opportunity if you do that. Because you're technically going in and out of his melee range.
No.
Don't do it, Ellie.
He'd get into
the melee
range and stay in the melee range.
Yeah, okay. You're right. But you are... Let's see. I need to check this effect. Okay, no, you're good. Okay. Okay, that's your movement.
And I'm going to shoot at it with my cross.
Okay, you're within 5 feet, so it will be disadvantage.
Am I within 5 feet?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker is big.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. All right. Fuck it. Can let this hit. 13 is my lowest so far. I got 2 13s. Do they hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, sweet.
Thank God it's a big motherfucker.
Damage. 1d8. That's 3.
Fuck him up.
And I believe Zorkon is next to him, so you do get sneak attack.
Adds what now?
Yeah, because Zorkon would have had to get in range.
Oh.
Please be good. Please be good.
Come on.
Kill it.
Since it's sneak attack, I get to add an extra 2d6 damage.
Eluin.
Yay.
Eluin.
That went off the table.
Doesn't count.
Ooh, that's good. 17 damage.
17. All right.
Fuck yeah.
Okay with this.
2 6s and then one more attack.
Okay. Let me do some math here. Okay. All right. So, and Let's see, that was not a melee weapon. And what type of damage is that? Is that piercing?
Oh, it is.
Does it have a little
Yes,
icon with
piercing.
like an arrow?
It's piercing.
and
Yes,
some
it's
lines?
piercing.
It's piercing? Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, you skirt around it as it tries to reach out for you, and you point blank just pull up and poof, as it into it. It just kind of like it there's a good thunk in there, but then it kind of just slowly slides in and just dissolves. So you're not going to be able to get that arrow back. So now
worth the shot.
I believe you had a quiver of 20, so now the top number is 19. So just remember that.
Oh, you.
You actually
the
spend
arrow-
your ammo.
Yeah.
I know.
All
No,
right.
I was spending my ammo last.
Okay. So now it is Boar's turn.
Yay.
Poor, get your dumb ass in here.
We believe in you,
Bar.
How high are the ceilings?
The ceiling is 20 foot high.
Oh yes.
You'll be fine.
Zorkon's gonna be so proud of me. I am going to sprint down that fucking hallway and I'm gonna leap over that tiny ass little dwarf and just stab my glaive right into the center of that big gooey mass.
Okay. So you're. All right. So that's 5 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, I should be able to make that.
So 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you're going on top of it?
I would not suggest that.
Well, I guess I can jump over Zorkon, kind of like land on the other side beside Eloine, or maybe how tall is this thing?
It's pretty big. It is.
Is it small enough that I can jump over it and land on the other side?
I'll say make a dexterity check.
Oh damn! Don't trip and fall on this gooey motherfucker. Ooh, that's not terrible at all. Dexterity, that would be a 16.
A 16? Yeah, you can just make it, but it is going to make a swipe at you as you fly through the air. What's up?
Where I want to land.
Where do you want to land?
Right there, please.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that'll still work, but it's still going to make a swipe at you as you fly overhead.
It is.
That's another 7, so I think you're in the clear.
Does not hit.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and make your attack.
I'm gonna stab this motherfucker.
Don't.
I'm pulling up the wrong. Okay. Sorry, I'm also working off the PDF, and I'm trying to remember where this bullshit is. There we go, right there. I'm gonna stab this bitch. Here we go. 20, not natural.
20 not nat. That'll hit. Roll of damage.
Oh yeah, that is. Yup. Ooh, that is 14 points of damage.
All right, and you also take 1 point of acid damage.
Damn it, I meant to bonus action rage before I did that.
Well,
I will still rage, but I meant to do it beforehand so that I could get the +2 to my melee attack. I fucked up. So you said I'd take 1 point of damage?
Yeah, 1 point of acid damage. And your glaive also is a -1 for damage now. So it's 1 less from now on.
Acid monsters, man.
Yeah, because as you stab into it and pull it back, you see the same pot marks and the little sizzle on the blade.
This is my favorite glaive, you bitch! Now I'm raging.
You bitch.
All right, Jad, it's your turn.
I'm going to look up into the eyes of my savior, my little pink angel,
It's
and
Jesus.
give her a big old kiss.
Big old dragon kick.
Smooches!
And then, seeing that this giant blob of snot almost killed me, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
forgot he had
make
a gun.
your attack. And this, I didn't know this before, but it is dexterity is added to it.
Okay. Well, I would assume a 19 hits.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Roll your attack damage.
Where is my pistol?
Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
Shoot her!
1d8.
Ow! Why are you biting?
Hey, maximum damage.
So 9 points.
9. Yep.
9 points. So as you kind of come up on a knee and like aim, and the rest of you just hear this again, this cacophonous as the primitive firearm fires, and
Damn, that's loud.
and you all see like this cone open up in the blob, but slowly slink back together. Okay, so that is 9 points of damage.
Or I take deafening damage due to that. It's right behind me.
No,
Don't
it's
give
loud.
him
It's
ideas.
loud, but it's not. It's loud, but it's not
Yeah.
a cannon. It's like if you were next
Yeah.
to like a unmuzzled pistol or something.
Okay.
Okay, so at that point, Kelpie, you hear footsteps from behind you, and you turn around to see your friend Zutrioth rush into the cave.
No wonder he was covering himself up. It makes so much sense now. The suspense was killing me. I had no idea what was going on.
Zutrioth, it is your turn. As you rush in, you've heard sounds of battle and the sound of your friend's new palm pistol going off, and you have no idea what's going on. But as you look around the corner, you see your friends fighting this black ooze.
I peek around the corner. Oh.
Later, guys.
You guys got this. Don't worry.
Go back outside.
So how's Jaw looking?
He's looking pretty rough.
But he's not down, right?
He's not down. Well, he's
Alright.
he's sort of up on a knee right now, but he's
Right.
he's looking really rough.
There's a bone
Yeah.
sticking out.
I'm not dead yet.
Bring it. What do you want, child?
So I will.
Meow. Sorry.
Oop, wrong sheet. I will just kind of. Am I able to make my way over to the pile of goop?
Yeah, I'll say it's rough terrain, but you can like sort of push your way past your friends.
I will be right back.
Actually,
Put him behind
am I
me.
able to just kind of like get into line of sight without kind of pushing through, or can I just peek around the corner or whatever? With
Yeah, I'll say you can like peek around the corner and like throw a spell or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna prepare a what's it called? Produce flame, and I'm just
Burn
gonna launch a little fireball at it.
Burn it! Burn it! Burn it!
Go ahead and roll your attack.
All right, so that
Don't forget to add your spell stuff.
I know 23 to hit.
Yes! It sounds
23
awesome!
to hit. That'll hit.
Damn right. All right.
That'll hit.
What a miss.
That'll hit.
3 damage.
The Zutrioth just
damage?
came in in beast mode with a fucking fireball.
3 damage.
Yeah.
All right. So as you peek around a corner and just lob your ball of fire at the ooze, it hits and like part of it lights on fire, and you've never heard a pile of ooze scream before, but it's a strange sensation because it's not like a high pitched sound. It's almost like the sloshing just really picks up speed, like.
I pissed it off.
As it-
Help
as
you do
it-
more of that.
As it kind of rears back from it.
You got it, dude.
Oh, got an idea then for my next one. Go ahead.
Zorkon, you're up.
Are there any? What are the stalagmites that are on the roof? Stalactites?
Stalactites.
Stalactites are on the
Yeah,
roof.
that's
Yeah,
right, yeah.
there are plenty just all over the roof.
Can I hurl my my 2 hammers up at some of them that are above the goo monster? Have them fall down and
You are going to kill us.
I will roll. Yeah,
He
roll
doesn't
attack.
want to let you do it.
No, I'm just trying to decide how am I doing this. Yeah, roll an attack.
Okay, so
On this the left.
I'm gonna do the 2-hand attack. So it's throwing 2 hammers, 2 stalactites, mites.
Okay, so yeah, remember add your modifiers to one, but not the other. The other is just a straight roll.
Okay, so my first one is still 7, so 18.
18?
The first one.
Okay.
And the second one is a first of the game.
Hell
That's 20.
Okay, so as you throw your 2 hammers, you just off into the ceiling, and you see the first one hit, and a large crack across the top of one of the stalagmites, and the other one, even faster than a second, and just cracks into it, and you see this large stalagmite kind of as it falls down, and it takes.
Hella
Hella
yeah.
damn it.
It's okay. So you see this large stalagmite just crushed down into this ooze, as it kind of splits apart but slowly congeals back together, kind of more sluggish than you've seen before.
I'm okay with this.
As its moves as it tries to reach out seem a little bit sluggish and not as aggressive as they were. It is the ooze's turn, and it's going to actually. Hold on, I need to do something real quick.
Is the ooze gonna be trapped?
Okay, so one of the hammers falls outside of the ooze. However, the other one and slowly sinks down into it.
Son of a bitch! I made that hammer, asshole!
Ew.
And now Zorkon gains rage.
All right. So it is his turn. So it's going to, seeing you were the one who instigated that, it is going to make an attack at you, Zorkon. That is going to be 17 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
That does not instill confidence in me.
That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And
All those dice.
Oh God, he's got
21 points of acid damage.
Okay.
How many points?
21.
Plus the 5 is 26.
You're a
26 points of damage total.
Hmm.
And I forgot to tell you this as well. But both of you take a -1 to your AC. So subtract 1 from your AC. As the dissolving properties of the ooze sort of pot market your armor and make it a little bit weaker. So the ooze whips around and at you, and you just take the brunt of this damage. It almost knocks you back, and you look down, your armor's just sizzling almost from the impact.
I also made this.
Kelpie, you're up.
Okay.
Did we interrupt you in the middle of your book, or?
I'm looking at my items, guys. Shut up. Seeing if I have anything useful. Which I don't.
Seems like fire is pretty effective, to be honest, though.
Kelpie's casting. Ow.
Kelpie's
I've never
casting
heard that
out.
spell before.
Maple is being very unruly.
Yes, Maple is not being very nice. Kelpie is casting Produce Flame.
All right, make your attack.
Stop licking me.
What is that? Just D20 plus 4.
Yep, D20 plus your hit. No spell attack.
18.
That'll hit.
Sweet. Three.
3 points of damage. All right. Okay, so as you like your friend Zutrath, you flame comes over your hand and you congeal it into a single ball and throw it, and you see similar to last time, the flame lights across the ooze, and you hear once again the like almost strange scream of the ooze as it. Okay, Eluin, you're up. And it is not looking good. It's almost seeming to try to make its way towards Boar, as he seems to be the one who's standing in the way of its exit. But Eluin, you're up.
I don't want to do this again, but fuck it. I don't want to stand in front of Boar and take the hit if it attacks.
Okay.
Don't move by me. Yeah, I know.
And don't do it.
Can't doing it.
There's not really much room between me and that big gooey motherfucker, but
I kind of yell over to him. Elwin, no. I have a plan.
Right.
Please do not. I'll make a move before he's able to go.
Fine.
Thank you.
Staying still, shooting with my crossbow again. Why the fuck not?
Disadvantage?
all you gotta do is take it out first.
Oh, that doesn't look good. That looks like a 1.
Oh, no.
It's not a 1, but it's a very low number.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess and say a 4 doesn't hit.
Does not. So as you pull up your new and tried and crossbow that so far has served you valiantly.
Except for when you shot Kelpie in the back.
Shut your whore mouth. I didn't know such thing.
You pull it up, and your indecision about whether or not to protect your friend has you distracted, and you fire before you're ready, and it just ding off into the side of the cave.
I'm okay with
I had
that.
another one of my friends. I was gonna. Here.
You didn't roll a 1. We're okay. You rolled a 1, we'd be dead.
Bounces
All right, do you
everywhere.
have a bonus action you want to do?
Anything else would really fit even some good for now.
All right, Boar.
I'm pissed off at it, so I'm just gonna stab this gooey bitch.
All right, go for it.
And I have a -1.
That's to your damage,
To your
not your
damage.
attack.
Uh-huh. How does a 21 strike you?
That'll hit.
Okay. And hit. Okay, so 10, 11.
11. Okay, so as you strike down, once again, the kind of drawback from it as your hands come into contact with some of the ooze that breaks off, you take 6 points of acid damage.
You're an absolute bitch.
And but you do stab into it, and the whole thing kind of shakes as it like quivers, and then just lies still and slowly kind of dissipates as it just kind of forms into an unresponsive puddle. But as you pull your glaive back out again, you notice new pot marks as your glaive takes another negative to your damage.
Son of a bitch.
So your glaive now has a -2. All right, so you're now out of combat, and your Your foe is slain.
I'm not searching that thing. I'm sticking my hands in there like, oh, you guys have fun with that. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm going to hobble to a wall and just lean on it.
I would. Ladies first.
Kelpie, of course. Kelpie is going to rush over to Ja and just start like fussing over him. Yeah, are you okay?
Do I look okay?
I tried. Are you
Bet
okay?
You did. I am now. Thank you.
Okay.
As you're having the conversation, Maple just kind of gets up close to your face.
I am gonna go check out that waterfall, see if I can rinse some of this ogre shit off of me.
Okay. As you go, you notice it's pretty clear water, very fresh. As you
Not for
start
long.
washing off, you also notice that growing near a patch in the wall are little green mushrooms that seem to have been cultivated by the fresh water here. But you wash off most of the grime. You're a bit fresher. Some of it's still a bit sticky, but you're cleaner than you were.
It's under my fingernails. Would I see anything in the water there? Any remnants? Something shiny?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, we're screwed.
Finds a bomb, it blows up. Oh shit, it's a -2. That's 7.
7. It's water. You find lots and lots of water.
Would I actually know what these mushrooms are, having been in the water and everything? Would I know that they're poisonous or edible or kind of give you a really good trip?
Make a nature check.
Where the shit? That's a -2 too. Nope, I got an 8.
They look kind of tasty.
I might take a few and just stick them in my pocket for later. Maybe I'll do some experimenting.
All right. So mark down. I'll say you can about 20 of them. You take 5. 5 green
I thought you were about
mushrooms.
to say I got 20 of them. Jesus.
Hey guys, party time.
I will now join my compatriots.
All right.
I shouldn't have said that word. I don't know what that word means.
All right. So you're here in a cave, a newly defeated enemy. What do you wish to do?
Kelpie is gonna look at Boar. And did you find anything?
Pull one of the green things out and I go, I found these.
Would Kelpie know what it is?
No, you're very unfamiliar with this. This is not anything that you've ever seen. You've seen a mushroom, you just haven't seen this particular color.
I'm gonna hang on to this for a minute. Stick it back in my pocket. Can we get the hell out of here?
Actually, I push past everyone, go grab Boar, and I just give him a good punch on the chest. Nothing to hurt him, just a good jackass.
Ow.
Boar, why did you kill him? Well, attempt to kill him after I gave him the gold to be releasing everyone.
Have you ever met a goblin?
We need to do this with as little death as possible.
Have you met a goblin?
Boar.
They
Less
are
death.
untrustworthy. They will stab you in the back as soon as you turn it. I was not going to trust that idiot with anything that we had.
We could have done this with much less death.
We were being paid to kill goblins. He was a goblin. I killed him.
This
Well,
would ensure everyone being safe, though. This put many lives at risk.
he was bluffing. He was saying if he was killed, then the villagers wouldn't survive. There's no more goblins in here. There is nothing to worry about.
Fine. And what happened with my gold?
I have it!
Give it back.
The hoarder took it. Kelpie, you gonna share any of that?
Yeah, I'm gonna share Zutriot's money with himself. You can have your gold back.
What a darling.
I guess that's about as fair as we're gonna get with that one.
I'm good with heading back towards the people waiting for us at the mouth of the cave.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go join Zorkon.
As
Still
we're-
just kind of pouting and sulking.
I pat him on the back.
Kelpie's
You get
gonna
used to it.
help Jaw out. He's ready to leave the cave as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you make your way out to the mouth of the cave, you see Morak sitting there with the villagers, and he seems to be comforting a young boy, who just tear streaks down his face. And some of the other villagers, once again, are kind of huddled in their families, taking comfort from each other from this ordeal that they've had.
I'm gonna, if you're finished, I'm gonna walk over to the young child and kind of kneel down and ask him what's wrong.
This child looks very young, probably no more than 10 or 11, and he's I haven't seen mother or father in days, and I don't know where Silda is. It's just
Were they with you when you guys came to the cave? What happened? Did you lose them?
the goblins came in and took them. We haven't seen them since.
Where were you taken?
I was kept in the large cavern with the rest of everyone else, but my mother and father and my sister were dragged off by the ogres.
Oh, heartstrings.
I heard screams afterward, but did you find them?
We killed the
I
ogres.
give him a disappointed head shake. I'm sorry. I really don't think they would have made it.
He doesn't answer. You just see this young kid who shouldn't have to deal with death just kind of sink in on himself.
I just grab him by the whole shoulder. I just tilt his chin up a bit. It's okay. I know it's hard dealing with loss, but death is a natural process, and the afterlife is a vast place. You'll find them. You'll be reunited someday, but until then, you have your own journey to fulfill. Just stay strong, okay?
He just kind of nods and sinks back into himself again.
Ooh, that's rough.
I kind of scruff him on the head, stand up.
Morak kind of gives you an approving glance and kind of pats the kid on the shoulder too, and you see him kind of slowly walk off toward another little bit older girl, similar facial features, as she kind of just wraps an arm around him, and they both sit in silence. And Morak says, "All right, we're moving back. I assume the town is probably demolished. Is it at least free of any
Oh, there's
unmentioned
bandits in there.
bandits?"
Well,
They're operating their
Thor
front
starts
in
to try to
there.
count. There's a few of them. A lot of them died in the orc attack.
Here's the thing. They're operating their front in there, and they're using civilians as cover. They're not going to be messing with the civilians, and I assume they'd be protecting the civilians as much as they can as well. So really, it's just a bit more bandit operated now, instead of it being a bit chaotic, if that makes sense.
Best of
And
a bad
like
situation.
lawless.
This isn't right. Did Lady Nadar not stop this?
Lady
Doesn't
Bahoo.
seem so.
Who?
The head of the town, Lady Nadar. She lives in the fort up on the hill. Does she not have any soldiers left still in the castle?
I'm not sure. The bandits would have encountered that. I'm not sure what would have gone on between those two if they were still there.
Would Boar remember of seeing any? Because I don't remember seeing any bodies when we first arrived to take out the goblins, right?
No, you did see like body parts under certain boulders, but you didn't see any people alive besides the goblins. But you also didn't explore the fort, so you have no idea if there could have been people holed up in there.
Whoops.
We didn't make it to the fort.
You didn't. Oh, that does not bode well. Well, I'll see what these bandits have to say, and depending on their answer, we may have to uproot the whole town.
Can we get paid by them first?
You're getting paid by the bandits.
Well, they did
He kinda looks at you.
Goblins.
He looked at Zorkon and is like, come on, boy.
Best of a bad situation.
What?
There was plenty of that during the war. All right. Let's get these people home. And it takes you about 3 hours to successfully escort everyone home. They can't walk as fast as you. They're very sluggish and beat down. But eventually you do make it back, and you do see the drawbridge is once again up.
I will play on the way back to try and lift everyone's spirits.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Oh shit.
No inspiration for you. It's all about performance.
Oh, actually, that's not awful.
Now it is.
23, motherfuckers.
23. Okay. What song do you play, or what tune do you strum? You brought the ukulele out, man. You better use it.
It's just mindless plucking. He can't sing for shit. You do not want to hear me sing.
All right. So as you kind of just pluck your ukulele as you go along, it seems to lift a few people's spirits, and those of them that are just dealing with a lot of loss, it seems to take them out of their darker thoughts for at least a little while on the trip back.
I have to turn it upside down and get the ogre guts out of it.
So yeah, you make it back, and the drawbridge is up, but you see new faces on the guard towers as you approach. They call down, "Hail! Are you the mercenaries with the villagers?"
You bet.
Might
Oh,
be
we're a
us.
traveling circus.
He kind of looks at you. He looks at Elio and making the traveling circus comment. And is like, "Go get the boss." And then as the other one on the other tower kind of climbs, you hear him climb down. About 5-10 minutes pass, and you hear climbing up the ladder again as you see once again the leader, the bandit captain, come up and is like, "Ah, so you're back, and it looks like you have at least most of the villagers in hand. Good work. Let them in." As you hear the cranking of the drawbridge lower, and villagers start walking in, and you see Morak kind of approach the leader as he climbs back down the tower. He's like, "So, I hear you want to use this town as a front." I'm like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I checked your fort. We didn't do it, but unfortunately your lady is dead. So I'm offering you protection of a new kind. And Morak just kind of stares him down. It's like, I'm not one to uproot these people from their homes. As long as you keep us out of any unsavory business and you protect this town, like you say, I'll stay out of your business. And the leader kind of is like, we have an accord, and walks off. And Morak turns to your group, is like, well, there's a lot of work to do, obviously, as he looks around and sees the boulders and the crushed houses. And if you stick around and help out, well, we'll provide you with provisions and supplies we can for wherever you go next. But I'd highly appreciate it if you stuck around and maybe helped me keep an eye on these bandits.
What time of day is it?
It is getting close to sundown. You were in the cave for quite a long time, and it was quite a journey there, inside, and back.
Taking a fucking nap.
Cat wants to go find Keela.
And at this point, you're all level 4.
Oh, yay!
Sweet.
Let me get my character out.
Do I gain
So
my
how does
spell
HP
slots?
work for this? Oh, sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
You should have already done that.
Well,
HP.
just because they took damage in the meantime as well.
Yeah. So if you go into your edit, actually, wait. Have you already got your HP for your 4th level?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your HP is still the same, but it's just your your cap is higher now. So your HP stays the same until you take a long rest and refill it.
No, whatever you gained to your max is also added to your current HP, right?
I was just gonna keep it where it was because y'all are about to take a long rest, so there's not much.
That's fair.
happening.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that'll cap us off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, long rest will totally refill us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Taking a nap.
So, do you have a specific place in mind?
Hey.
Actually, yeah, I will go and sleep in the barn.
All right. So as you all see Boar just exclaim nap and stalk off to the barn. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go into the barn as well and call top bunk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kelpie to find whoever it was for the ears.
Keela.
All right.
I'll pat Zuchareth on the back and follow him.
All right.
I will actually join Kelpie and Ja.
Okay. So as the 3 Boar, Zorkon, and Zuchareth go off to have a good rest, the rest of you stalk off to find Keela. You find her. You didn't notice, but Morak had already gone off. But you find Morak once again in kind of just kind of glaring at Keela from across the table. And Keela's just kind of sitting back on a chair, totally relaxed, not at all concerned with this hardy dwarf that is staring her down.
I see you two have become great friends.
Yes, it seems our resident has taken exception to us setting up base in this town. And Morak just kind of grunts.
Kelpie takes the bag of ears and tosses them on the table.
Okay, how many total do you have?
She got 24 ears.
24? And how many of those were from the town?
14.
14. Okay. So as you toss the bag of ears on the table, she, Good work. And she looks through and starts counting them out one by not at all seeming disgusted by the fact that she's counting ears. And she says, all right. Well, I believe that is 20 gold.
It's not, actually.
You made a steal.
Oh, really?
You said a pair
You
of
said
ears.
two gold per ear.
I did. And I don't remember including the ones you had already killed in town.
You didn't specify which ears that we needed to collect. You just said goblin ears. That's all that you
She
said.
kind of just chuckles. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck.
Can I help her by just standing there intimidating looking?
Yeah.
Persuading.
So,
Oh.
Kelpie, you have advantage.
Hell yeah. Oh fuck, I'm gonna need that.
No.
13.
She's had kind of a chair propped back, feet on a table. She kind of takes her feet off the table, leans forward, and I believe we both knew what I was talking about. 20 gold plus the 20 I still owe you. Take it or leave it.
We get the gold for the extra ears due to the fact that we had to clear your fucking town for you. And then we had to save your ass from the ogres. Don't forget to include that. You can sit there on your high horse, or give us our 48 gold for the ears, and our 20 extra.
Careful, initiate. You are speaking to a superior.
And I like my
But-
gold.
I can admire that. I'll give you 1 gold for the ones you got in the town. So that's 20 gold plus another 14.
Fine. Kelpie will take it.
Okay, so she hands you 34 gold for the ears and another. Done.
Another,
And
20, you said,
20.
right?
Another
Okay.
20.
Because you got 30 up front and then 20 for the finishing of the job.
Right. This is out of character. Did we distribute the 30 gold already between us?
No.
Okay,
No.
so Kelpie still has that 30 gold.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
I think it's a
so
safe
it
bet to say
was-
yes.
It was the 20 gold plus the 30 gold plus how many for the ear?
34 total for the ears, 20 gold for the job done, and you have 30 prepaid.
Okay.
So all told, that's about 84.
It's
So,
yeah. Okay.
Excuse me.
Kelpie will yeah. Kelpie will take all that.
all right.
Of course you will.
Now,
You guys are
if
asleep, you're not even here.
Now, if you don't mind, I believe I have some more business to attend to with our upset host.
You're not.
That's your cue to shoot.
I'm gonna take Kelpie by the arm and lead her out.
Kelpie is actually going to
Speak infernal.
It's a good thing I understand
And-
this.
And call her bitch tits.
She kind of cocks her head, and you hear Zorkon, which is at least I have tits.
Damn.
Kelpie's gonna fucking laugh and just walk out.
I'm gonna give her just like the glare of death. Because I also understand.
Kelpie's going to the barn. Temple bed.
While they're
Uh,
doing, oops, sorry.
Eluin, I believe you stayed behind. Or are you going with them?
I'll stay behind to hear out this meeting of these the host and the bandits.
Okay. I will text you the details later.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, a
sneaky.
secret message. Oh, I
You
like
should
that.
be
Is
seeing
there,
the message.
Is there somewhere in this town that I can actually work on repairing my crap? While
Yeah. So we'll get to that tomorrow. For tonight, Boar.
Yep.
As you go to take a nap, you find you have a little trouble sleeping, and so you start strumming on your ukulele a bit, but you slowly do finally drift off to sleep. And as you drift off to sleep, you find the same tune that you were strumming kind of fills your dreams, and you find you slowly come to in a forest, a very familiar forest, one from your childhood. And as you're walking along, kind of reminiscing from memories that you had thought long forgotten, a single vine comes up from the forest floor. Actually, I have the wrong music. I'm so sorry.
We're still in the cave, motherfucker.
Still in the cave, too.
Yep.
I hear bats.
You see a single vine come up from the forest floor, and it sort of blooms, but not into a flower. Leaves sprout out of it and form a sort of U, and more smaller vines creep up from it and form what looks to be a harp made of leaves. And you hear a voice in your mind. How interesting that one so simple could create something so beautiful. You're one to watch.
Are you
We
calling
shall
me
meet soon.
stupid?
And you hear a laugh. Just because one is simple does not mean they should be underappreciated.
Damn right.
I shall be watching you. And then the voice and the presence that you kind of felt in your mind fades, and the vision of the forest and the harp of leaves fades out. And once again, your dream continues with the strange melody you had been concocting. Kelpie,
Yeah.
as you as well try to find sleep from a restless day.
She's
You
cuddled
find
up with Ja,
Okay,
by the way.
you find yourself looking at your new medallion, memorizing it, every nook and every cranny, every dent and scratch, and just memorizing the pattern as you slowly drift off to sleep. And your dreams are filled with visions of the past. You see, sorry, right thing for this. You see the last time you saw your mother, the first time seeing Ja, a cruel visage, a rule. Then it changes. You see your mother again, but not her face. You only see her back, cloaked in a heavy black silk cloak with the hood up, but somehow you still know it's her. And the image is wreathed in flames. And you hear a voice. Return to us, child, and all your dreams will come true. And slowly the vision fades out again. And you slip into a newly dreamless sleep. As you wake, okay. The next morning you all wake, refreshed, a new level, and full of vigor for the new day.
Long rest, yay!
Motherfucker.
Heal.
Max health, max health.
Give me my spell slots, bitch.
Since we're all here, Kelpie is going to reach into her pack and pull out all the gold, and everyone gets 14 gold.
I need to write that down somewhere. That I have a pen somewhere.
Well, you can do it on your D&D Beyond sheet.
Yeah.
It should be
14 extra
Yep,
gold?
14 gold.
Where's this at? That it's.
So if you go into your equipment, manage equipment, and then there's going to be a little currency link at the bottom.
Oh,
Then you
okay.
can insert how much gold you have.
I'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So, you exit the barn, a new day. You see some villagers trying to repair houses. Morak going amongst the people, attempting to help and sort of lead. What would you wish to do?
I'm gonna.
Oh, 3 of us want to do something.
Are we staying to help? Are we not staying to help?
Well, that's what I was doing. I was just gonna go up to one of the groups that was repairing a house and kind of help them pass up materials as they need. You know, like nailing stuff that obviously needs to be nailed in. Trying not to fuck anything up.
Well, before everybody goes off, I'm gonna repair stuff, and I'm gonna offer it to anybody here who needs a weapon tune-up to work on your shiz as well.
I'll wordlessly pass my glaive off. He knows what to do.
Okay. You have smithing tools, correct?
I should. If I don't, they should be in there.
Okay. So you ask Morak where you can find stuff to repair. I was like, well, there wasn't really much in the way of smithies here, but you might want to check the trading posts. I believe there was a smaller forge in the back. And so you go and investigate, and you do find a workable workplace. It's not optimum, but you should be able to make some sort of repair on your equipment. I would say go ahead and let's see. So real quick, why do I hear an echo? I hear an echo from somebody.
The speakers are off.
Okay. I will say. Let's see here. And...
Did the map change, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we need to go. We'll just go here because we're not really using the map at the moment.
You can just go back to players only.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, I do.
Yeah, you have smithing tools. I will say go ahead and roll. I don't know how I want to do this. Let's see this. Let me check these.
So before I roll, I've got boar stuff. Does anybody else need a tune-up? I'm a dwarf smith, guys. Come on, you want a tune-up for me?
Jaw's always messed up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll give him my armor.
All right. So I'll say go ahead and roll. Go ahead and just roll a d20 and add your strength.
Okay.
Actually, no. Add your dex. Add your dex. Because this is more. This is more making sure things are built right and not just brute force.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dex.
for everything or for each thing?
Well, add your proficiency and add your deck. So that's a +4. So just roll d20, and yeah, we'll see across. See how you repair them.
So we'll start with Jaw's armor, which is a 17.
17. Yeah, you're able to use some supplies, and kind of it wasn't as badly messed up as some of the other items, but you do manage to give it some repairs. It's not the prettiest thing, but it is functional. So it is back to full capacity, but there is like a large plate across it that doesn't exactly match with the rest of the armor.
Sorry. We'll do Boar's glaive. Second one in the game.
Oh my goodness, man! You have loaded dice or something.
So I'm using Jess's dice. They're fucking great. Look.
So
sharpen it while you're at it.
You fully repair it. It looks good as new. And yeah, I'll say roll 2d10.
2d10?
Yeah. I'll check something.
So 8 and 9.
9? Okay, yeah. I'll say Boar, for the next... I'll say for the next 2 encounters, you have a non-magical +1 weapon. So just add +1 to attack and to damage.
Now, when you say 2 encounters, you mean like full fights or just
yes, full fights?
Attacks?
No, 2 full fights.
So that's
amazing.
That's a +1 to damage or +1 to hit.
Damage.
Both.
Okay.
Both. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm super amazing. And I'm gonna just do the one for my hammer,
right?
Hit bonus 1,
which is a so 16.
16. Similar to Jaw's armor, you kind of are able to scrounge together some scrap and other items and kind of get it back in order. Now, is this your maul? Because your hammer, the one you were able to retrieve.
I'm gonna have to buy one.
Yeah, because you were able to retrieve one of your hammer, but the maul was the one with pot marks.
Yeah, it's gonna be the maul. I'm gonna have to buy a hammer at some point.
It's not, once again, not the prettiest work you've ever done. There's just a large piece of metal kind of strapped over it to give it some support. But it's functional again. It's fully functional. It's just not pretty.
Gotcha. Cool. Right. Welcome, Boar. I'm amazing.
Don't mind me. I'm beating myself in the face with my ukulele.
All right. What does everyone else want to do?
I will walk over to where Zutrioth is working and give him a hand, and also kind of give him a little bit of nudge. And I want to apologize for yesterday. I was doing what I thought was right, and I didn't check with the group, but I did not want that little fucker to get the best of us.
It's fine. I guess I should have recognized his bluff that there weren't as many forces guarding, well, trapping the villagers as I might have expected. So 1 death to save many others is a lot better.
Normally, I would agree with what you say, but I know goblins. I know orcs. Hell, I'm half of one. I grew up with these little shitheads. I know what they do. I know what they're like. Come anything else, I will listen to you, but when it comes to other greenskins, don't trust them.
That's racist.
That's racist!
It's fine. I guess I should have trusted your judgment there. Though I didn't understand your logic until recently.
I don't understand my logic either, so...
What's logic?
I can't even spell it.
All right.
Then I'm just gonna show off and pick up something big and carry it where it needs to go.
You pick up like a large piece of lumber, carrying it off, and you hear, "Sir, no, please, no."
Nope, it's mine.
Okay.
No, I'll come back and just go. I'm sorry. Where does this need to go?
That way.
That
And he points like in the very opposite direction you were going. All right. Kelpie, do you want to do anything during this
fine.
downtime? Okay. Ja, I believe you had a few tinkering checks you want to make.
Sure.
Okay.
Kelpie's gonna be super nosy and watch him.
All right. So similar to Zorkon, you kind of find your way searching through the town to the trading post, because it's one of the few places that has a lot of random but useful items, and you can tinker with what you find. Do you have anything specific you want to do? Do you want to try to learn more about? So you have a few options. You can try to learn more about the workings of the gun to make more. You can try to make an invention of your own from your own design, or you can try to recreate the exact object, or you can make something, or you can learn the inner workings and make something bigger. So it's just up to you what you want to do.
I'm going to look at the bullets and see how difficult it is to make them.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a tinkering check. Actually, no. This one. You wouldn't make the tinkering check yet. Go ahead and just make a intelligence check.
Good thing I have a -1. As it rolls onto the ground.
And I'll say this is almost investigations. Go ahead and make an investigation intelligence check.
Investigation intelligence. 4.
4?
3. Yeah.
Can I help him at all?
Yeah, you see him there. You can. It's fairly simple metalwork. So I'll say, yeah, if you want to take a look at the bullets, you can go ahead and roll a similar investigation.
And what is that, a D20?
Yeah, D20.
Plus investigation?
Mm-hmm.
14?
14? Okay, so Ja, not having much experience with metalwork, is kind of stumped, but you come over and you see kind of what he's working with, and he's like, okay, yeah, this is a fairly simple design. It's just basic iron or steel melted down into a bowl and melted down and put into a cast in the shape of a ball. Fairly simple to make once you have the right tools, and you can, if you want to, scrounge together some sort of makeshift smeltery for him to make this.
Sounds good to me.
So I'll say working together, you make a smith check, and Ja, you make a tinker's check.
So what is a smith check? Pardon my
So that's your dexterity plus your proficiency as a d20. So roll a d20, add your dexterity and your proficiency, and then Ja, I believe you make to tinkering check is the same thing. Roll d20 and add proficiency and dex.
20.
How much?
A 20. Not natural.
Okay.
And I got a 16.
16? Yeah. Between the two of you, kind of.
Hold on.
And even how to make the cast.
You cut out entirely.
Bad.
You cut out the beginning half of that sentence, maybe.
Yeah, just
Am I
restart
back?
that sentence.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
You're back.
So, between the two of you, and Ja also taking this opportunity to learn, you kind of figure out how this process works, how to make your own cast, and how to kind of do this process on your own without Zorkon having to be there to walk you through it next time. You create another 20 bullets between the scrap and stuff you're able to scrounge up from the shop.
Damn.
But
Right
damn.
on, bro.
Bullets.
Also, I do want to apologize for the stream. I'm getting a little bit of lag, but it seems like it might be clearing up. So just throwing that out there, that I'm aware that it's hiccuping a little bit.
Okay.
Popping.
Yeah.
Is there any other tinkering you would like to do?
You know, let's try my luck at making another gun.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to make a tinkering check on your current gun.
All right.
And that will be to learn its inner workings and kind of how it works.
Do you want me to help with this too, Ja? Or are you good?
Nah, I think a natural 20 works.
I'm gonna shut right the hell up.
Nice.
So patiently and diligently, you spend. I'll say this one takes a bit longer. The making the bullets only took about a full day between Zorkon repairing his weapons and making the bullets with you. It took about a full day. This one took a bit longer, but you work diligently and carefully, and you kind of learn every single nuance to how it works. You learn about the powder and the flint and the flash pan and every single little piece that makes it up. And you figure you have a very good sense of how this works. It probably took you another 2 days, so that's 3 days total working on this to kind of figure out the inner workings. But you have a very good understanding of it now. So yeah, so you can make you can recreate this almost mechanism for mechanism, or you can even try your luck at making something a little bit beefier.
Well, I mean, I don't want to take up the group's days making something better, so.
Oh, boy.
Well, this is all just how you're spending your week.
Oh, it's a week. Oh,
yeah.
But damn.
We have about a week of downtime for y'all to spend however you would like.
Zutrioth and I are just working on buildings, so I just look over and see the big lizard man just kind of.
Let's make a bigger gun.
All right. So are you? I'll say you try to make a regular pistol, which is
equipment.
Okay. So you scrounge. So you can try to scrounge up. I'll say make an investigation check to see if you still have enough supplies left enough to make a new gun.
Hi.
In the shop.
15.
15. I'll say yeah. You have enough to attempt. You have just enough to attempt to make either one palm pistol or maybe one pistol.
Let's make a pistol.
All right, go ahead and make your tinkering check.
Tinker! Oh, it bounced. Onto a 18. 21.
21. Yeah, so throughout the course of the rest of the week, you diligently work on this new contraption, and you make what seems to be a larger version of the palm pistol you already had, and it's mostly working. It was a little touch and go, but you got it almost perfect the way you want it. But it could use a little bit more fine tuning. And I'll say normally the pistol is misfire 1, but I'll say for the purposes of this, it's misfire 2 until you can tinker a little bit more and fine tune it.
Okie dokie.
But you now have a pistol which is a 1d10 instead of a 1d8.
Woohoo! Yay!
More damage.
All right. So, Elian, do you have anything you want to do this week?
I want to poke the bear. I want to talk to Jaw about shooting Kelpie in the back.
Kelpie also has something to do.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Kelpie, you've just been kind of watching Jaw work on this throughout the entire week.
So I didn't realize we were here for a week. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kelpie is just going to be running around and just like collecting herbs and like any other plant life that she can find and just like stuffing them into a bag.
Kelpie likes her herb.
She's a hoarder.
I like the herb.
Go ahead and make. I don't know if I want to make this investigation or nature.
Probably nature.
Yeah, go make a nature check.
Three.
3. You just got a bunch of plants and started stuffing them in your bag. You have you have no idea if they're useless, poisonous, healthy. You have no clue.
Can I like take the week to? Oh, my hair is doing something. Hold on just a second.
In the middle of one of the work days, I'm gonna pull out one of those green mushrooms and just kind of.
Okay,
Can-
we'll get back to this in a minute.
Take the week to just like go through the plants that she has.
Yeah, I'll say go ahead and make another nature check just for the week, but make it with advantage to give you like to for the whole week.
Yay!
2 3s.
10.
10. Okay.
My rolls are so bad, guys.
It's okay.
Expect me to do nothing.
Okay. So where are you when you're investigating the plant? Are you with Jaw or are you somewhere else?
She'd probably go like collect them and then go back to Jaw and just like sit on the floor and just
Okay.
like.
So one of the days while you're sifting through the plants, trying to figure out what is useful, what is useless, and what is potentially harmful, unfamiliar figure shadows the door, creates a shadow in the doorway as a figure walks in, and you see once again some very familiar traits as a older looking tiefling woman walks in. Kind of gray hairs streaking through black, red skin with shorter than normal horns. Stern visage, but you do see a hint of laugh lines along with the frown lines. And she says, do you have any idea what you're doing?
Do you have any idea what I'm doing?
Well, I assume from the way you've been running about the village and nearby woods like a madwoman and stuffing any plants you can find into your pouch, you're looking for some sort of herbs?
I'm just looking for, yeah. Yeah.
This is going
That's-
so well.
That sounds about right.
Are you like on the floor? Or are you like spreading
Oh
them
yeah,
on the table?
I'm just like,
Okay,
yeah.
so he like, strangely enough, it almost regally kneels down next to you and kind of smooths out her dress and starts sorting through the plants and putting them into 3 different piles. And once she's done, she says, herbs, useless, and potentially poisonous.
Thank you. I don't know name.
Destiny Agorno.
Name 2.
I also believe that you have investigated this town before our safe return.
Yeah. We went through it, thoroughly, I guess. At least down here. We didn't go out to the keep.
Then you wouldn't happen to know what happened to a certain medallion of mine.
Nope. Nope, no clue.
Make a deception check.
Fuck.
I knew this was coming. It's great.
Oh.
Oh,
5.
no. Oh,
5?
you need to burn that dice.
I need to burn them all. They suck.
Dear child, you are one of the most terrible liars I have ever come across.
Indeed she is.
And she looks at...
Fuck you!
who stopped tinkering just to look over at this conversation. And she says, she's about to say something when she pauses slightly and gives you a sort of strange look. And then she takes your head in both of her hands and sort of keenly looks into your eyes. I haven't seen one of your kind in quite a long time. How remarkable. Do you,
Thank you.
do you not know what you are?
I mean, I'm a tiefling?
Oh, child, you're much more than that. And she reaches down into the pocket where you have the medallion and slowly draws it out. It called to you, didn't it?
How do you know this?
I may be just a village midwife, but I know much about our history. Keep it, as she puts it back in your hand. May it connect you to your past, your future, and your destiny. And she slowly gets up and walks out.
Well, that was
She's gonna look
quick as
at Jaw. What the fuck? What was that?
I have no idea. Was she related to you?
I don't know.
Well, she didn't insult you. It was very weird. I'm going back to my gun.
Does Kelpie know what the herbs are?
Yeah, it's you have probably enough herbs to make just simple tonics or salves to heal. So I'll say you have enough to make a new herbalist kit.
You mean cells?
What'd I say?
Slavs.
Slavs.
I was gonna let it go.
It's not a D&D game unless I mispronounce something.
Is that enough for a herbalist kit?
Yeah. So you can probably scrounge up another herbalist kit.
Okay, Kelpie will just hold on to them. And what about the poisonous pile?
You're not really well versed in poisons, and I don't believe you have the poisoner's kit. Okay, so as far as you know, they're just poisonous to chew on. But you don't really know what would happen.
Well, Kelpie has 3 vials, so she's just gonna vials.
You're just gonna stuff the poisonous stuff in the vials?
Yeah.
All right. You have, I'll say you got about 2 vials worth of poisonous plants that you have no clue what they do.
Sweet.
How long they stay fresh is anyone's guess.
That just makes them more potent.
Okay, I believe, before we get to Eluin, I believe that our barbarian ate something.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I ate a green mushroom. I was.
Woo! Alright. So, I need you to make a constitution check.
Oh, Jesus.
You're so screwed.
You have died from dysentery. Constitution, that's 13.
We ain't in Oregon.
How much?
13.
13. Tastes kind of weird. Kind of not great. Nothing seems to happen, though. It's just really... bleh.
I'll just kind of like take them out of my pocket and just sort of...
Just, okay.
Yep.
1 second.
Can I see him doing this?
Hold on. What do you mean 1 second?
Can I see him doing this and go to try to figure out what the hell he's doing?
Are you helping him with the work days? Like,
well, I'm done with smithing
yeah,
stuff.
you've done what you've done. So yeah, I'll say yeah. You roll a perception check.
It's gonna be 16.
16? Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely see him doing.
Can I just go pick him up and I'll ask somebody about him later.
Yeah. You have 4 green mushrooms.
Cool. Okay.
Let me just go ahead and mark that off.
On to Eluine.
All right, Eluine. As you approach the workshop that Jaw's been holed up in for the entire week, you see a older-looking tiefling woman leave the complex. And you just she holds eye contact with you for a minute and then walks off.
I'm not odd.
Whatever. I got no problem with it.
Better not, Ellie.
So I'm gonna walk in now after that woman walks out. I'm gonna walk up to John and go, "Hey, bud. So, I misfired, and, I hit the pink creature."
Pink creature, you say?
Be so much more intimidating if you actually had a magazine in it.
So, me not knowing what that is, I killed me. Oh.
Don't hide behind me! You shot me!
Then he'll shoot you next.
Ellie, get up here.
All right.
As you come out from behind Kelpie, you make eye contact with Maple and just.
So I take a step back from that. Everyone hates me today. So regarding Kelpie getting shot back, that wasn't me. I don't know what was controlling me when that happened, but that wasn't me. It's like I wasn't there in my mind. It's like a fireball went off, you know, inside my mind. Really, really fucking hurt. Did not feel good. Did not mean to shoot Kelpie.
Well, do you have something to say to her?
I didn't shoot you.
That's not what I mean.
Kelpie is just gonna... In Inferno.
Ooh.
You're a bitch.
I hope that was thank you for that. Kelpie, I am sorry. I shot you in the back.
I forgive you.
Okay. And Ja?
Mm.
Nice purple tail.
Thank you. Get out of here.
If this
Okay.
Cringe Fest is done, I'd like to go to the next town and get that red gem appraised.
Let's do it.
Well, actually, I'll just look around the town to see if anyone would know what this, like, fist-sized red gem is and if it's worth anything. It's not magical, but...
Kelpie has one too.
I was about to say, are we sure we want to trust bandits who are out to make money and other
Well, I'm looking
debauchery?
through the villagers. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
okay. Gotcha.
I forgot about that. Give me 1 second.
Kelpie had a green one, right?
I wrote it down somewhere.
I need to go
Kelpie
wash
has
my
green one.
bear.
Ew.
It has ogre goo on it.
Yeah, you can do that. As you're, I'll say, as you're asking around about the 2 gemstones, you hear, you're like going from person to person. It's like, hey, do you know how much this is? And you hear a gruff voice from behind you. I think I can tell you how much those are worth. As you turn around and see, once again, Morak, the dwarf.
Perfect. So I was hoping for a certain amount in my head, but can you tell me what it's worth?
They're both worth 100 gold each, and they're mine.
Fair enough.
He kind of just reaches out a hand.
I just give it back to him.
Kelby does not.
And
Kelby stuffs it in her bag and runs away. Runs away.
He kind of like hefts it in his hand and looks at it and looks at you and looks at Zeus Triathus. No. Heck, let her keep it. This will be enough to buy some more supplies from the Waterdeep. And you saved our lives. It's the least I can do to give you. By the way, did anyone ever see my potion of heroism either?
Oh.
I'm gonna assume that she has it as well. She's our resident hoarder.
Actually, Kelpie gave that to Jaw.
That or her boy toy.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's not worth it. Keep it. And he just stalks off with the red gem in hand.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So, I just kind of slump back over to the barn and pop into a hay bale. Breastplate a distant dream. Sigh.
Is there a place that Borg could try to degunkify himself a little bit more? Like the moat or something? I'm not that picky. My bear smells funny.
Do we get a bathhouse scene?
No. Well, they don't have a bathhouse here. But
I'm just saying.
I'll say, yeah, you can try.
Sorry, you cut out.
I'll say, yeah, you can try to wash off in the moat, and as you're doing so, are you just trying to wash off the wreck of the gunk, or are you trying to clean your clothes?
Both.
Okay. As you're doing so, you hear a voice. You hear a voice from a little bit down the moat go, "What are you doing?" And you look over and you see a small halfling woman.
I'll pull the bearskin rug that I've been using as a cloak. And it was dirty. It was covered in ogre intestines and blood. I almost got it clean. Just.
Mm-hmm. Let me see it.
No.
You want it clean or not?
Toss it over to her and crawl out of the moat.
Grabs it and she kind of looks at it like, "Isn't this the bearskin rugs from Morak's Inn?"
Nope, killed it. It's mine.
And you see her kind of run her fingers over it and mutter an incantation under her breath, and it's completely clean. Brand, good as new. And she hands it back to you.
Ooh.
You know, Morak's been complaining all week about you people stealing stuff from his inn. You might want to stop that.
We only did it the once. We thought you were all dead.
Fair enough. And she picks up a laundry basket she had and walks back into the village.
Can I help her with that? Just like take it from her and follow her off with it.
You like take it out of her hand and she kind of looks at you. This way. As she leads you back to her house.
I'll take little baby steps.
You actually follow her back to one of the actual houses that you searched.
It wasn't the one I kicked the door into, was it?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
She leads you back to a house that's under construction and making pretty good headway. And you see there's a small flower garden and many flower pots all around the home. You do see that the boulder has managed to be extracted from the house, along with the unfortunate remains of her husband. And you do see 4 children kind of playing a game over in the corner. As you walk in, all of them stare at you, just...
Hey, how are you?
As they go back to whispering quickly and slewing glances at you.
I'll look down at the obviously mother and go, I have that effect on people.
I can see that. As she takes the basket from you, it's like, thank you. My name is... my name is Telia.
Telia. My name is Boar.
Well, thank you very much for all you have done for us, Boar. If you would like a meal or a place to stay, our door is always open to you, no matter how little space there might be.
No, the barn's fine. I like the hay. I like the smells. And I tried eating a mushroom earlier, and it didn't sit well with me, so I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. Is there anything else that I can help you with here?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, none of us have been able to get up to the fort to check on the state of things there. If you would be so kind as to maybe take some of your friends and see what the state of see if Lady Nader is still holed up there. The bridge, none of us can cross it. There's a large gap that none of us can get across, but maybe you could have better luck.
I have a little friend I might be able to teach how to fly and figure out what's going on. Yeah, I'll do that for you.
We greatly appreciate that.
And then I'll go out and I'll start searching for Zorkon.
I'm not your baseball.
Okay. Let me pull up. Oh. So, so you go to find Zorkon. Zorkon, where would you be at this point? Would you still be helping with repairs of the town?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. So you find Boar helping to repair some more of the villagers' houses. Yeah. What do you wish to do?
So Boar was walking up to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask him what the hell he's been up to.
I was taking a bath, and then this
Where were you taking a bath?
In the moat.
What did we talk about?
Don't do it in public.
Yes. Last time he bathed nude, I got a ticket.
I wasn't. I kept it on this time.
Okay, good.
Nah.
So what have you been doing?
There's what do you call them, little people? Not you,
A halfling?
the other little people. Yeah, those ones. She helped me out with cleaning my bear.
That was very nice of her.
And I offered her anything that I could do, and she asked for us to check out the keep, but that there's a gap in the bridge that was destroyed. Can we try to figure out? Can I throw you over so you can go see if Lady Nader is still alive?
I look around the village to see if I can find any of the rest of our party that is not currently busy. Is anybody not busy right now?
Kelby is mending.
I kind of reunite with them and ask him what's up.
I'm gonna ask. Boris apparently talked to a halfling and says that we need to possibly check out the keep for anything. Do you guys want to see if there's a
She wants to know if Lady Nader is still alive.
Didn't Keela say that she was dead?
You gonna trust the word of a bandit?
He does bring up a strong argument, even though he doesn't really have much of a brain.
Let's go. Go up to the fort bridge.
All right. So, the three of you make the journey up to the fort, and let me get your characters.
Ooh, we have a map.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Ooh, the caves that drip in.
What?
What?
Oh, I thought it was. I thought a sound effect was still playing. Actually, speaking of that, I need to get that one playing. Okay.
So just examining the bridge, I kind of look over to Boar like I have 50 feet of rope.
I can throw you.
Can you throw me?
How much do you weigh? Ish.
Probably about everything included, maybe like 200 pounds.
Easy. I throw his fat ass all the time. Let's do it.
Hey,
I'm
fuck
gonna
you.
I'm gonna take the rope. You can throw Tiny over here.
Well,
I just
without
kinda, like,
asking
tied it.
for permission, I will just heave up Zorkon.
Put me down, you daft idiot!
Okay.
While they're doing that, I just tie a little lasso into the rope and then just kind of see
So,
if there's a post
just to
on
give
the
you-
sides or something.
Tie it to Zorkon
Just to give
so
you-
he can take it with him.
Just to give you a description of the bridge, it's because of the slope that the fort is placed on. It's like it is at a diagonal line, but it's just a large gap has been just bashed in by one of the boulders. So you can try to jump toward it. You can throw Zorkon wherever you want to do, but it's a little steep.
Oh, I'm throwing
Is
it.
there any post on the other side that I can lasso this onto?
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Or can I aim for like the bottom kind of?
No, it's fairly fairly
It's fairly flat.
it's fairly
Yeah.
flat.
Can I aim for one of the studs that are kind of that I see poking out on the underbit there, and then just kind of shimmy up after I let the rope drop down from lassoing onto that?
Yeah, you can try. So I'll say so. Boar, are you still throwing Zorkon?
100%.
Son of a bitch.
Make an athletics check.
Well, I might as well be in the castle now because I'm gonna go through a concrete wall at this rate.
15.
All right. 15. Yeah, you throw him over the gap easily, just making it. And Zorkon, make a dexterity check.
Tuck and roll.
So, not very high. I get a 9.
9.
9!
You kind of tumble head over heel, boom, 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 on your butt as you land, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you land.
Killing me here.
Quit your bitching.
First damage of the long rest.
Shit. I'm gonna stand up and brush myself off. Then give Boar the finger. Daft idiot.
Nutrath, I'll say go ahead and make a ranged attack. No proficiency, just adding your dex to kind of lasso to one of the lower studs.
Not one.
Oh God, no!
You throw it, and it just kind of whiffs, and instead of like you're winging around and like I got this, and it just straight into the moat, and the rope just keeps kind of unwinding.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you grab it.
Bonus action. Make a bonus action.
I'm just gonna pull it back. Well, I mean, we're out of combat. We don't follow that way.
Yeah, no, you grab it right before it goes off.
All right, I'm just gonna keep pulling it back and then try that one again, if that's okay.
Yeah, try it again.
Is that something that I can jump across?
It's like 20 feet.
Huh?
Sorry, Zutriel first.
Zutra?
It looked like 15 feet.
It's about, check here.
That's 15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot section.
Well, he
Going
threw
up.
his rope first. We'll finish that first.
That was a 20, not nat.
20, not nat. Yeah, so you snag something and you pull it tight, and it seems to be pretty secure, as far as you can tell.
All right, so I just kind of let myself dangle down with the rope, with like holding onto it tight, basically like wrapping it around my hand, just to like make sure that I stay there before like climbing up.
Okay, so this is still a gap. It's still a fairly good gap, so it's not a climb straight up. It's like
No, I know, but I'm letting myself kind of drop down slowly, like as slow as I can. Like I kind of hang down off the edge and then just let myself kind of swing to a
out.
stop. Yeah.
Okay. It's still 15 feet, so you kind of like slowly like let yourself down and swing forward and make a dexterity check.
6.
6. So you kind of poof into the beam under the bridge and take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Sounds good.
Just kind of
Well, not good, but.
We're tearing
but
ourselves apart.
And then I start to make my way up.
Yeah.
I'll give him a hand and help him all the way up. But
Yeah. You taking your time, you can climb up. Borg.
Okay.
I want to get a running start.
Okay.
oh god.
Make an athletics check.
So since I'm taking my time, I'm just still climbing up as Boar's attempting this jump.
I rolled a 9.
A 9.
A 9.
Okay? So you get back. You step back about 5 feet and go, and step back about 10 feet. And go, yeah, and you're like square up, and then just full sprint, just doom 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 doom, boom, and it looks like you're flying. You got this, fine. And then you notice your peak hit a little too quickly, and you're going down a little bit too soon, and you just slam into the corner of the bridge. Just and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I got a bonus action.
Just to make sure. Just to make sure Boar doesn't go down, I just grab him by the arm.
Hurt. That's got a bruise.
But you successfully make your way up the bridge.
It's gonna be fun getting down.
All right.
I'm gonna finish helping both of them up, and we're gonna go to the castle.
Yeah, let's get it.
For the keep, sorry.
Okay, so you make your way. You make your way to the guard tower, to the guard keep, which is this building right in front of you, and you see a door. Actually, hold on.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, you go through, and there seem to be buildings on either side, but you don't see a door as you go through the gate. Gate's wide open, unlocked, and you can see the beginning. You see a slightly demolished fort. With some boulders scattered around.
Yeah.
You guys see a way we can get in?
As you,
I see one.
so yeah, as you go up to the keep, yeah, so you go up and there is a door, right. Sorry, you can't see it on this map, but there is a door right here. Oh, wrong button. Frick. It's fine. There is a door like right here that you can go in.
So the gates here are open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we just march straight on in and head for the front door.
It's good to me.
I'm gonna, as they go up to the front door, I'm just gonna go around kind of over here and then just peek in here, see if there's anything of note.
Hold on, let me zoom out a bit so I can see. Where are you going?
Over here, just kind of take a peek in here.
Okay, so as you take a peek in, you notice a fairly just completely smashed room. And you do notice there are a few things that could indicate that maybe this was a kitchen, like a partially smashed cabinet, some silverware, another cutlery, and what looks to be some ruined food on the floor, but it is just buried under rock and rubble.
You see anything over there?
Nope, nothing. Go back over to the front door.
I'll just go
Guess
to the
we'll
door
walk
and bang on it. See, go. Anybody home?
No answer.
Is the door
Kick it in. Let's do it.
Door.
That doesn't matter. Kick in the door.
Before you say that, as you bang on it, you do notice it is slightly ajar.
I didn't stutter.
Kicking it anyways, apparently.
Have at it.
What? Say sorry.
Have at it. Roll attack.
It's gonna be a pull door and then just
13.
13? Yeah, you kick it and it just goes. It's a pretty big oak door.
Okay, that kind of hurt. I'm just gonna push it now.
you get that out of your system.
It was a little unsatisfying, but yeah, it's fun to kick shit. All right, let's get this thing.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and walk past him in.
Well, is it wide enough for me to fit, or because
yeah, it's wide enough for you to get in.
Oh, okay, then I'll just go in.
Because it was already slightly ajar. You just kind of opened it that much, where you can kind of slide in.
Okay.
I follow.
All right. You come into a room that once similar to the kitchen that you saw is here. I need this real quick. If you go to the bottom bottom right corner of the map, I will reveal this in a second.
Map, what are you doing? Okay, good.
No, I did the same thing.
Okay.
Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, so you come into what looks to be some great hall, but is just half smashed rubble. You see a door to the other room that you're in and to the room you have not explored yet. You do see... you do see a table over to your immediate left, and on this table is an unmoving figure.
An unmoving what?
Figure. Clothed in a what looks to be regal dress.
Okay.
So I heard the second part of that, so I'm guessing it's a woman in a regal dress.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go look at it and see what it is, or who it is.
So you walk over and you see a woman. Seems to have been, like, parts of her body are crushed by what looked to be aftermath of rubble, and part of her chest looks to be like sort of caved in, like she was buried under rubble. But it looks like most of it was brushed off of her, and she was somehow exhumed from the rubble, put on this table. You don't know by who. She what looked to be at one point very well done hair, but in a is just torn and ruined now. She has yeah, what's up?
Can I make a connect the dots check to make sure this isn't the Dutch, like the lady?
Yeah, you can assume pretty easily this is the Lady Nadar. I will say that as you're looking over her, you do there's a golden wedding ring on her left hand.
I'm gonna
I will
take
grab that wedding ring. No.
Damn.
No.
Yeah, okay,
No.
let him take it.
No.
Yeah, you just lost something. You take it.
There does, as you look around, there does seem to be signs that someone was here after the attack, but it doesn't. As far as you can tell, the Great Hall, as it is now, looks very deserted.
Okay.
I will go towards the stairs, listen for
Okay.
a second, see if I hear anything, and if not, I will yell up them and just, yell like, "Hello, is anybody here?"
No response.
Up the stairs I go.
All right. You come into a hallway. You see doors all around. Not sure where any of them go.
I'm gonna follow him upstairs.
Okay.
After we're done with Princess, yeah.
I'll go into the
Lady.
first doorway that I see.
Which one do you want?
Is there a new part of the map?
Yeah, it's slightly above. I just revealed a few halls.
Okay. I will go into the first one on the right.
First one on your right. Okay, so as you open up the door, I need you to make a dexterity check. As you open up the door and almost fall off the ledge.
He rolled a 1.
So, Zorkon,
Oh.
All I hear is
Zorkon and Zutrath. Zorkon first. As you're walking up, you see your friend just swing open a door and disappear as he takes a step through, and then Zutrath, who is still on the floor below, you hear what seems to be a boom, as you see your friend hit the floor and take that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna walk over to him. Just ask him, "How you doing, buddy?"
I've seen him do this before. I'm gonna do the door on the left.
On the left?
The one opposite, which my friend just dropped off a floor for.
I'm just gonna lay on hands and heal him.
How?
for-
I'm downstairs.
He's in the
No, I
made all the way
downstairs.
Oh, you were already downstairs, so you just see.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I just walk over, lay on hands him, heal him for as much as he can use of 20.
I'm just a little winded.
Which,
So,
how many do you use of that 20?
What did I just take? 14.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, you took 14 points of damage.
So that 14 points of that 20.
Well, didn't you
Oh, you also took 4 from the bridge.
take more earlier?
Oh yeah, you're right.
You're gonna take
So
18 of that
18.
20.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I have 2 points of healing.
So,
Oh my god.
Zorkon. as you open the next door, you walk into a beautifully decorated room. Tapestries and oil lamps are mounted on the walls. A wolfskin rug covers a wooden floor. The room's centerpiece is a large bed with an ornate headboard sculptured with many roses and foxes, and 4 wardrobes stand against the walls. Which, upon investigation, you see have seasons worth of women's clothing, all in the fashions of Waterdeep. At the foot of the bed is an unlocked wooden chest.
I'm gonna open that.
Okay. What you did not see was that mounted above the door was a longsword, and as you open the chest, the longsword flies off the wall and makes
So what?
Makes an attack at you. I need. Let's see. That is.
Athletics?
No.
No,
This
it's
is an
an
attack.
No.
Oh, this is actually an attack. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Let's see. That is. That is a 19 to hit.
Well, you definitely hit, mate.
All right. You take 6 points of slashing damage, and I need everyone initiative. Well, all three of you to roll initiative. The three who are not here do not have to roll initiative because they're nowhere near this.
21.
I'll just make it appear so you can see what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Right.
So, and needs to roll initiative as
Wait,
well.
21. How did you 21? Oh, you add your initiative to this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a 19. Sorry.
So,
My apologies. Keep forgetting.
It's all right.
Last time either. Sorry, lots of numbers.
We'll get used to it.
okay. So, Zuchirath, you're up. As you hear your as you are healing your one friend, you hear "ah" from the other room as your friend gets slashed across the back.
So I run into the room.
Okay, so that is if you're down here on the floor. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say your movement can get you. Right. I'll say with your full movement, you can get into the hallway, but not the room.
Okay. And since I can't really do much, I'm just gonna use detect magic to check out this ring and also kind of look through the room.
Okay, so remind me, detect magic. Does that have? Oh, that's wrong. Does detect magic work through walls?
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, an inch of metal, and a sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
How much stone?
1 foot.
1 foot? Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you cast detect magic, and the ring does not glow, but you do see, kind of through the door, a shine coming from an object that seems to bob in the air.
Would that be?
You know something magical's in there.
Fair enough.
A sword just slashed me! What the hell?
Fair enough. Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
All right, Zorkon, you're up. What do you wish to do?
So if I go to open this again, I guess it's gonna attack me again.
Oh no, it's still in the air, pointed
It's
at
an
you.
engagement.
So can I? I'm attacking a sword now. Let's do it. Fuck it. I'm trying to kill a sword with a hammer. Let's do it.
Rock crushes
Blacksmith
scissors.
away.
Am I good to attack the sword?
Yeah, you can attack the sword.
Okay. I'm gonna take a -5 penalty to try to beat the shit out of this POS.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably like a 20 to hit it because it's
Are you
literally
using
armor.
Great Weapon Master?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I got a 19.
19.
And the best part about this is, hold on a second here.
Is that with the -5?
No, I just straight 19. Oh, I didn't even add anything yet. I had 2. No,
Wait,
it's a
if you-
19
if
on
you-
the die. So -5, which is still +2, so it's 21. But I did technically crit, because I think because I'm a master in this, I crit on a 19 and a 20 now.
So just
Whoa. Okay, stop. What did
you
you roll?
rolled 19.
I rolled a 19.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
So
+7,
-5.
-5, 2.
So it's a
Like
21.
21.
yeah.
21? 21 hits.
But no, what I was saying before was, I think because of my new thing, my trait, my weapon rolls a critical hit on a 19 or a 20 now. So I
Yeah.
still crit. Is that, am I thinking that right or
I
wrong?
don't know how to actually.
He rolled a natural
9. He did roll a natural 19. Yeah, so yeah, that's a crit.
So,
Rick.
okay, so I need to do 2d6 +5 +10. So that is 4 and 3, so 7 plus
12,
10 is 17
13.
plus 5, so it's 21, I think?
7
No,
plus 22, yeah, 22.
22.
22 points of damage?
Yes.
So you heft your maul in the air. Actually, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna jump on top of the chest and flying hammer this bitch!
Yeah, so you jump up on the chest and jump off of it with your hair. Boosh, and just bash the sword into the ground. And instead of a straight sword, it kind of goes... as it bends in half. Well, that was a short combat.
Glad to help.
Sorry.
I saunter into the room.
Well, I'm
Do I
trying
still-
to keep up with everything because the crit thing's new.
Yeah.
So
Do I still detect the magic?
As you walk into the room, you look down and see this sword just crushed under your friend's maul, just slowly dimming with light as it slowly fades out.
what the hell was that?
I don't know. You can do whatever it was stopping you to do, though.
Okay, good.
I will.
I'm gonna look over at this chest. It wouldn't let me in it.
I'll
All
limp
right.
up the stairs.
Okay. You flip up the stairs to join your friends as Zorkon opens the small wooden chest. The interior of the chest is divided into small compartments. You search through it and you find a velvet sack containing 180 silver pieces.
Okay.
A silk pouch containing 4 gemstones, roughly the same size. You recognize, roughly the same size as the ones that roughly the same size as the ones Morak had.
How many of those gems was it? 4?
4 more gems of the same size, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 green, and 1 yellow. Or like a yellowish orange.
I just kind of see him pull it out and be like,
I'm gonna toss Zutra
And
the
from-
yellow and the red one.
From
No.
Morax, and from Morax telling you these are all worth roughly 100 gold pieces.
can I... Okay, I'm gonna ask... I plan on getting a breastplate,
Okay.
which is about 400 gold pieces, which is coincidentally about what those are worth.
How much gold do you have on you right now?
I mean, fucking 50, because Kelpie takes it all.
I'll toss them all 4 gems then.
I'll give him the 52 that I have. Like the
Uh,
52 gold that I have.
DM, you did say that he found 180 gold first, right?
No,
Silver.
180 silver.
Silver, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Another compartment contains a silver jewelry box
Okay.
containing 3 gold necklaces.
I resist my urge to take those necklaces because I always like the trinkets.
And not
but I'm
only
just
are they
like,
not
I
only
already
are they
picked stuff.
gold, they are beautiful and intricately carved.
I'm gonna keep the jewelry box at 2 of them, but I'm gonna give him 2 of the other. I'm gonna give Zutra the 2 other necklaces. 2 of the necklaces, so we'll split them 50-50.
I'm gonna give myself a swift punch in the head to try and not take the other ones.
So I have a silver jewelry box, and then 2 intricate gold necklaces. You'd say?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
since-
It's okay. It's okay, Boar. Don't worry.
Just a reminder for those of you who might want a bit more AC, I did give the party Mariner's studded leather armor,
No,
Which
Boar
might
would
help.
have. Yeah.
which might help.
You would have the Mariner's armor because I gave it to you, right? I picked it up off the chief and I'm just like, I have no use for this.
Yeah, he gave it to you, yeah. Or
Did he?
Boar. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't write that.
I do remember that. I will also pick up the wolf pellet off the ground and throw it to Boar when he finally gets upstairs and tell him you have a new cloak.
Well, compared to the bear skin, which was a lot larger, the wolf skin is more like a blanket, very small, like
I'm gonna still throw it to him regardless.
blanket to him.
New belt.
New loincloth. Bam!
All right, so I was given a wolf pelt, and what was? Oh yeah, I had the mariner's armor. What is that?
Yeah.
Just regular leather armor?
It's a studded. It's studded leather.
Okay.
So that's like the highest light armor you can have.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
believe. I want to say it's like 12 plus your dex.
12 plus dex, yeah.
Let me see. Add items. Studded leather.
And Zutrath, you said you gave me 52 gold pieces in exchange for the gems?
Yeah.
So 52.
Which is funny because it doesn't raise my armor class at all.
At least you look
Well,
pretty.
it's light armor.
Come on.
But you do get some nice magical effects from it.
Some what?
Yeah, it's hold on. It should be able.
I added the wrong thing then.
Yeah, it's Mariner's armor is an actual magic item.
Mariner's armor doesn't actually show up in the equipment, but you just show, well, you just kind of keep note that it's Mariner's armor, and then you can put in the notes that it has those magical effects, which, you know, Zeke can give to you later if you're not planning on using it.
Yeah, we can work that out later.
Yeah.
And is there anything in this chest before we're done with the chest?
Yeah, that's it for the chest.
Just since I still have detect magic active, looking at any of this, do I sense any magic?
No, there's nothing else in the room magical.
Can I, after they toss that stuff at me, I'll wrap the pelt around my waist, and then I'll go check out that that last door and be very careful this time.
Okay.
I will push the door open and look down first.
You do see another hole in the floor, but it's not near the door this time. So you are safe.
Okay. Is there anything interesting in here?
No. It's just a destroyed room. It looked to be some sort of bedroom normally, but at this point it's useless and destroyed.
Any other rooms to look at?
Yeah, there is still one downstairs that you have not investigated.
Oh.
Is there no doorway, like, right here?
It's downstairs. It's if you look downstairs, it's right as soon as the stairs are. Where the boulder is, directly to the left.
There is also a stairway. Oh, if I can get it right there.
Ah, yeah.
Well, there you go. Let's do it.
I will go downstairs and check out that room below while they go upstairs.
Okay. So the two of you, as you up the stairs, you just find yourself on the roof, and looking around. Doesn't seem to be much up there. There's a 30-foot high wooden flagpole on the northeast corner. The flag still currently depicts a stylized head of a golden fox with a rose in its teeth on a purple background. That waves in the breeze. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity check, just in case.
Just in case.
16.
16? Yeah, you like shimmy up the pole. I'm guessing you're going to
I'm now at the top of the pole.
Grab the flag. I'm okay up here. Thanks for asking.
I
didn't ask. Hey, look! I said get the flag.
I grab the flag and just toss it in my pouch.
Does anyone else in the town see him up on the pole?
Maybe.
You just see Jean working on his pistol and looking at him like.
Do some target practice.
Wish I was down there. I'd be like 20 gold.
All right.
Target for ski.
All
right.
So we'll make our way. I guess we'll make our way down and out. If there's anything else, do we want to look at anywhere else in this castle?
Boar, you go down to look in the. Correct.
Yeah, I'm checking out that bottom left.
So you walk in and you see it's basically a den. It's decorated with overstuffed chairs, more bearskin rugs, weapons and shields, and mounted heads of wild animals. You see a boar, bear, wolf, a few deer, just a bit of assortment of everything mounted on the wall. But there is, in the center of the room, a large ladder that leads up to a circular balcony above.
Do I see anything down here worth taking?
I mean, there's swords and a few shields on the wall. They look kind of old and maybe not battle-worthy, just more for decoration and reminiscing.
I will take the stuffed bird that I took from before, and I'll just sit it in the chair, and then I'll go up the ladder.
Okay. You go up the ladder, and you see along this balcony the entire walls are just filled with bookshelves and all these books.
Words.
it's 20 feet high with all the books.
I'm just gonna like slide my way down the pole and start making my way over to him slowly, just kind of like brisk pace.
Oh, making your way to Zorkon or making your way down to the...
To Boris, yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Thinking about the sword that attacked Zorkon, I will take a book off the shelf and I will wait for someone to walk in.
Okay. So yeah, you wait a few minutes, and then you hear footsteps as your friend Zutrath walks into the...
I'm gonna chuck the book at his head.
Make a ranged attack with a impromptu weapon. So yeah, roll a d20, add your strength.
Oh jeez.
You
Okay.
are so dead.
But no proficiency for attack.
No proficient. Okay. Okay.
How big is the book?
Like he basically just grabbed, like, he can't read it, but it says on the side "History of the North."
It's a small book to bore. It's like a pamphlet, really. I rolled a 9.
Oh,
9?
I rolled a 9.
So, Zutrath, as you walk into the room, you see a book right in front of your face. What the world?
Jesus!
Attack
And
the
you
books.
look up, and if you look up, you see Boris standing there on the balcony.
I'll be hiding behind the railing to see if I hit him or not.
Make a stealth check if you want to hide.
Shit. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why do I have a... Okay. Natural fucking 20!
Oh my!
You look up,
my fucking
no one's
God.
there.
I'm gonna like slowly make my way up the ladder, rapier at the ready.
I ready another book.
Okay, when do you want to throw it at him?
As soon as I see his head over the ladder. I'm trying not to giggle at this point.
Okay, so he makes his way up the ladder, and right as he's about to get to the top of the ladder, you see his head. Poof. Making another attack.
A little bit better. 17.
That hits. roll a d4 and add your strength modifier.
My strength modifier. Gee, I'm gonna kill this man. It's a fucking 8.
Yeah, Zutrath, as you're you just feel this. You hear whoosh and poof right into the side of your head. Make a dexterity check to see if you hold on to the ladder.
Hold on.
I'm gonna be down at the bottom of the ladder at this point, by the way.
Okay. By this point, Zorkon, you kind of can figure out what's going on.
What's your dex?
14.
14. Yeah, you kind of like almost lose hold, but you're like stay on like.
I'm gonna yell up
I
the
think
ladder.
I found more of those magic items.
Boar, you damn idiot! It's us.
I know.
I just climb up the ladder and detect magic on every book around me, see if there's anything interesting.
There's just
Okay,
a 6'11" half orc
well-
crouched there with another book.
Actually, since I took damage, do I need to? I still need to roll to make sure my concentration doesn't wear off on that detect magic.
Oh yeah, you do. So go ahead and roll that. Let's
That's
see,
a
you took
wisdom,
8.
right?
Yeah, it's a wisdom check. You took 8, so you just have to beat a 10.
Okay. Well, that did it. That's 12. Good.
Okay, so yeah, detect magic is still on, so you can look around. And I'll say that and that. Second. Oh dang! I can't find the right thing. Frick.
And while I'm doing that, I just also kind of like look around for any books that Jaw would find interesting for tinkering reasons, or Zorkon would find interesting for blacksmithing reasons, or Kelpie for druidic reasons, or
Basically anything that would catch anyone's attention.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
2.
No, not really.
There's so many things there with words on them.
But I will say you do find as you're looking among, see a scroll flowing.
Is it high up?
It's sort of high up. It's a little bit above your.
You can climb on
Okay.
board.
I just kind of like climb onto the first rung of the kind of bookshelf and then grab the scroll.
Okay, so you grab the scroll and you find a spell scroll for. Let me make sure this is the right one.
Ninth level.
And yeah, you find a cantrip spell scroll for Eldritch Blast.
Ooh.
Eldritch Blast.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds nasty.
Ooh.
With my mischievous deeds done, I will head down the ladder.
Okay.
I'll also take another look around to see if there's any books pertaining to religion around the place.
Yeah, go ahead and make another investigation check.
18.
18. You do find like a basic book on deities of the realm. It covers most known deities that all the dwarves and elves and humans worship, and most other races. It does have a few footnotes on some of the darker deities as well.
Can I look through it to see if I recognize that emblem on Kelpie's necklace?
Yes, you can. I'll say, go ahead and make, as you flip through it, just kind of go ahead and make a basic intelligence check. As you flip through it, are you just looking through it quickly, or are you taking time to like read it?
Probably just like flipping through it for now, but like over the next day or so, just kind of taking a sort of look.
Go ahead and like make your initial like skim. So
Yeah,
what'd you get?
14.
14? No, you can't really find anything that matches.
Yeah, so I just put it in my bag and go back. Also, just would I have time, I guess, to run over to a shop that would have a shield and a breastplate? Well, not breastplate, but yeah.
There's shields down in the room.
No,
below
like
you.
an actual
they
shield.
were
I don't want that
decorations.
jank shit. Yeah.
See, after this, I don't really see a
You
reason.
don't, if asking around, you would have already known that there's not really a shop in the village that catered to adventuring types. But you did see the guardhouse that might have something before you came into the castle.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is,
Am I assuming that we're just going to leave the keep at this point?
This building right here is. Oh, well, hold on. This building.
Are we all leaving the keep now?
Yeah.
Okay. So do we just kind of assume that we make it back safely, or are we gonna have to roll to get over there?
I'll assume now that you've kind of figured it out.
It's a downhill sprint this time. I get a little.
Yeah.
Well, the guardhouse was still on the courtyard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just take a quick peek in there. Yeah.
Yeah. You do see some supplies. You see a basic. Shield that can work. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's a regular shield, but it's a little damaged. So instead of a +2, you just get a +1 to AC for it.
I'll leave it.
Okay.
I will head back to Talia and report that we saw a very lovely looking woman who was deceased.
Oh. And she kind of leads you away from the children. Can't say it's unexpected, but unfortunate.
It looks like she was crushed and had nothing to do with your town's previous occupants.
Wow. Thank you very much for finding this news for us. We'll be sure to repair the bridge and send someone up to retrieve her body for proper burial.
She's right inside on the left. Someone seems to have removed her from wherever she had been buried under the rubble and set her on the table. Was there anyone else that would have been in that keep?
Well, the bandits would have been up to the keep. Especially since Keela informed us that, that's where they were holed up, right? The bandits.
Well, the only other people I know that would have been there were the guards stationed at the keep during the giant attack, but no one's seen them.
We only found the one body.
I'll be sure to tell Morak. Maybe he can look into it. Thank you.
If there's nothing else you need, I'll be out.
Have a wonderful stay here in Nightstone, despite the new lawn decorations.
I don't know. I think they're quite nice.
I could do without them. As she goes back inside her house.
At least you didn't have the goblins running as lawn decorations. I don't know.
I'm gonna laugh.
What? Is there enough time in the week for me to just go kind of grab something in a nearby town, or is that a bit too far?
It's about half a week's travel to Nightstone, and you're already a bit over this point. So it's like it's a full week a round trip to get there and back.
Fuck. All right.
You can tell us where he's going, and we can meet him there.
I mean, is there anything else left for us to do here? We can always go on. I mean, what's our next step? Zorkon and our job is done. We were sent here to clear out the goblins, and can we meet with everyone and kind of discuss what our next steps?
Yeah, I'll say if everyone wants to meet, where would you want to meet?
Center of town.
What time of day is it?
I'll say it's about the 5th day of the week, and it's getting towards the afternoon, so it's getting towards the end of the last day. Sorry, not the last day, the end of the 5th day.
Okay.
Just sort of round everybody up and get them into the center of the courtyard so we can figure out what we're doing.
All right. So you all meet in the center of town towards sundown of the 5th day. What do you want to say?
Well,
so if we're done here, I would like to go over to a city with a proper armaments store so I can get myself some armor and a shield. Maybe some healing supplies.
I can get behind that. I needed a replacement hammer.
well, we were sent here to take care of the goblin infestation anyway, so our job is now done. We'd be more than happy to accompany you and make sure that the rest of you get wherever you need to go next.
Well, I think we should probably just stick together if we have no kind of motives to split apart, you know?
I don't see why not. Ja?
I'm down.
If she's down, then I'm down.
I'm here to help them. So wherever they go, I go.
Speaking of which,
Hey, Ellie.
I don't think I ever got to ask you three, what are you doing out here? Zorkon and I, we had a job out here, but the four of you, why were you all here?
Well, I guess I should say that I am part of the Eternal Order, which is a kind of church, I would say, that is dedicated to Kelemvor, the god of death. So what I do is I go on pilgrimages and voyages to seek out people who are experiencing loss and help them cope with that, and also deal with the dead and ease them into the afterlife, as well as kill any undead fuckers or people raising them.
Can you get behind that?
Which is why I leave death to be a natural process unless absolutely necessary.
What about you, Purple Man? Or Eloine?
Me? I'm not a man, but I'm purple. You're very You're very perceptive. I'm here to be with my tiefling so we can get back to our island. We need money.
Well, your little pink companion over there, she seems very good at getting and keeping money, so it seems like you're in the right
Hey,
hands.
I shared the other half of that stuff. That was all of it. I shared it.
What's your coin pouch looking like?
It's none of your fucking business.
I'm not saying we're gonna take it. You guys have your motives. I'm gonna leave the gold to you unless we need it, but I'm just asking.
Intimidation check.
None of your business.
I'm just asking.
I separated the gold that needed to be separated. What
I'm
I
just
have is now.
asking.
That's fine, and I'm not telling.
I'm just asking.
And I don't think
I'm
you
gonna
need to
keep
ask
prodding.
anymore.
Yes, I do.
To diffuse
I'm
the
just wondering how
situation.
much they got.
So, Eloine,
Enough.
I don't care. I'm gonna let him keep it.
So
And I mean,
four.
you guys have a noble goal. I'm just asking.
you came here with these two.
It was a. How I met these two is really, really the weirdest of it all so far. It wasn't your pleasant walk in the park where you just stumble upon and go, "Oh, hey!" They were in a pickle. I helped them, and I promised them one thing: to get back to their island.
Our
But
island has many pickles.
But I'm doing it my special way.
I don't know what that means, but try to be less ominous next time.
Ellie, you're being cryptic.
I'm really scared.
Okay, I'm trying to steal them a fucking island. What else do you want me to say?
How do
I want you to not be
steal an
ominous and creepy
island?
and weird.
We're gonna steal an island.
By the way, sorry, just out of character real quick. If people are wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm just fixing my uniform for work.
No problem. Well, I think Mr. Zutra needs to get to a town sooner than later. Do we want to go ahead and start making our way to the closest town?
That works for me.
Fine by me.
As you're all wrapping this discussion up, some of you notice that Morak comes out of his inn and approaches the group. Are you all thinking of leaving?
We have money to spend.
We have. Seems our business here is finished.
Oh.
Besides, helping reparations, but I don't think we have much to offer in term unless you just need handiwork.
I understand. You're all adventurers. You got your own life to get back to. I was young once. Good days. But I've already sent one of our number to make Waterdeep aware of the situation with the giants attacking. From rumors I've heard around, they might be attacking other settlements as well. But unfortunately, a few of our number were killed either by the giants or the goblins. So we have a few messages to send to distant kin and loved ones. I was wondering if I might ask you to deliver one of those messages.
If we're on our way there already, yeah, by all means. Where is it?
Well,
Waterdeep?
no, it's a bit far north. Bryshander.
What?
Bryn Shander. Bryn space Shander. Bryn Shander.
Don't worry about it.
My friend and neighbor, Southwell, he was unfortunately killed by one of the rocks that fell. Wow. She didn't have any family in Nightstone, but she has a brother up there, Markham. He's the sheriff of Bryn Shander. If you would travel up to the Icewind Dale and deliver the news about her passing, we'd be much appreciated. I don't know if any of our number could make it up there.
I'll take the letter from him and put it in my bag, so that we may not get to it originally, but at least I'll have it on me.
Thank you.
Would Boar remember or know where that is? I mean, I know he can't read, but he can hear names and he can associate them with locations on a map.
You've heard of Icewind Dale. You've made a few treks into the more, but it is a frozen wasteland of a place kind of up in the northern icier mountains.
It was Bryn
there are a few settlements
Shander,
out there.
right?
Yeah, Bryn Shander, yeah.
Bryn Shander.
Yeah, so there are a few settlements out there, but it's a lot of wilderness as well. So you've made a few treks into the more southern mountains, but maybe not as far north as Bryn Shander. But you've heard the town name.
He would know that it's up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he said Icewind Dale, and it's the mountainous frozen area up there.
Well, that's a good 600-700 miles of travel. That's gonna be a long walk.
I hate to ask this of you, but
a lot of towns to pass by, though.
I hate to ask it of you, but none of our number can make it up there.
I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you, boy. If you see your paw, tell him I said hi.
I'll make sure I do.
Thank you. And then, as he's about to turn away, you hear, "Mark! Mark!" And you see one of the younger men of the town running toward him. "They're coming again!" And he looks out. He points off into the sky, and you see off in the distance a what looks almost like a cloud at first, but you notice it's not moving nor shaped like a normal cloud. It's almost in the form of a tower, and you can see distinct windows and a base as it floats toward the town, and you even see what seems to be a strange apparition of a wizard's hat kind of sitting crookedly on the tower. As Mark goes, Well, there's only one this time. If you can help fight off some cloud giants, we'd be much appreciated. I'm afraid one of their numbers come back.
Cloud giants?
Unfortunately. But as it settles over the town, he's like, "Everyone get back!" As they wait, and nothing happens. And then no rocks fall, but slowly and gracefully, a staircase of clouds unwind from the tower and make its way down to the town and sit in the middle of at the bottom of the stairs, slowly glide to sit in the middle of the square.
That is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
If I'm about to walk up clouds, fuck weird more, dude.
I'm not going up there.
I'm
just
going
gonna
to test it.
What?
You go up to test it. You put your foot on the first step. It sinks in a little bit, but it's solid.
We could use this to get to the town faster.
I just fell out of a fucking keep. A hole in the fucking keep. I am not going up there.
Or we'll check it out. You can stay down here, but this may be a way for us to get to the town faster. Or anywhere faster.
What do you think it has piloting controls?
Somebody's moving
stay
it.
above the town.
Kelpie, would you care to join me?
Fine.
All right.
I'm into then.
Is
Trail
everybody
after
going?
him.
I'm going up.
Following.
Kelpie's curious. She'll go.
Zutroth is very annoyed. But we'll go anyway. For fuck's sake.
All right. So, Bor, are you the only one staying on the ground?
No, I'm not gonna stay by myself.
So you all start climbing up the tower, and it's a good 1,000 feet in the air. So it takes you a while to climb the whole way up. But anytime someone starts to slip or fall, a railing pops out and catches you, almost by magically just catches anyone who falls. So you all slowly make your way up the tower and stand at the front of an entranceway, and the doorway is at least maybe 25 to 26 feet tall and wide, kind of like you would figure a giant would have to walk through.
Why are we up here?
Before we make it too far up, when we're like 20 feet up and I already noticed that someone slipping would just kind of get caught, I test it with a jump.
Like you try to jump off. As you jump off
20 feet up.
The stairway, which is normally sized for like where two humans can comfortably walk up side by side, what the stairs that you could land on out and catch you.
I land face first, get up, all right, and keep going up.
That's awesome. Do we want to push on the door? Or not?
By all means, are we doing this? And let's do this.
Do you want to kick it in, Bor?
Bor will.
Kelpie runs up and knocks on the door.
There you go.
So right as Bor is about to give a big knock, a little blur. As you do so, the doors, like you would expect big doors like this to make some sort of sound, but almost the sound it makes is almost just like the wind blowing past as they open up. And you are you entering?
Sure.
Yeah.
You slowly walk into a circular bottom floor with big statues on either side, and a large bedding area, strangely enough prepared for smaller folk of your size and not giant. And you hear a booming voice. Ah, welcome! As you see a large 24-foot giant in a purple wizard's robe slowly descend from another level. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Yeah!
Honorable mention.
Oh my god.
What the literal fuck are we doing in a
Oh.
floating fucking cloud castle?
I love
With a wizard hat.
With a wizard
With the
hat.
wizard hat.
One.
I
If there's
love
so
it.
much as one fight in this goddamn castle before we go to that town, Zeke, I'm coming over there and I'm kicking your ass.
That's so wizard. Shit, with any luck, you'll probably be able to barter something off of his ass.
You know, that's fair.
I want my armor!
Nice. On natural 20, dude.
And that is where we will end tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a time. Enjoyed.
You're cutting out. Just restart it.
Sorry. So that is where we'll end tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time and had as much fun as we did. And we will see you all hopefully next weekend. Do we have any closing announcements we want to make, Ian?
Yeah, just again, keep in mind that our schedules are all fluctuating. We're never 100% sure. We usually know by about Tuesday or Wednesday. So keep an eye on our Instagram, on our Twitter, and we'll definitely post reminders. You can also check the YouTube channel. We'll set like a event reminder for whoever wants to try to catch us. And we'll try to let you know as soon as we do. And thank you again to... Ow! I'm having a cat bite me. Ow! Incomtech, Tabletop Audio, and Roll for Fantasy for all the wonderful music that we've been listening to tonight. And that's about all that I've got. So,
all right. Well, once again, thank you everyone who tuned in and watched, and we will see you next weekend. Cheers.